Welcome to this exclusive production of Concho Sports Network. Hawks football on Concho Sports Network is brought to you by
Hey, welcome to Wall Hawks football on Concho Sports Network, brought to you by First Financial Credit Union. Oh, no, I'm sorry. First Community Credit Union, sorry.
No, we were going to start off, in a hurry, fast. Like this one's going to be precise.
Precise.
Not today. So
not today.
We'll try our best from here.
All right, so we'll start off. This is Arlen Ponder with Coach Chad Curry. We're doing the pregame show, the Pixelcast Media pregame show. Wall comes in, they're 3-2, 1-0 in district. They're taking on Jim Ned, who's 6-0 on the year, 1-0 in district. Coach, what do we see here?
Well, we see a tough matchup for the Hawks, but it's also going to be a game where you have a great opponent. Jim Ned, again, undefeated. They've had a great run so far through their non-district into their first game versus Early, which was a big win. Early was undefeated last week to it. Wall's had 3-2. But they played some tough competition and tough teams. And so looking at the stats, looking at the data, we expect a tough game tonight, a tough opponent for Wall. But they got the caliber of athletes that still with them, hopefully get a W.
Oh, yeah. And, the Hawks last year, this was the game that derailed them and took off for Jim Ned on their run to, the state championship. So there's a lot of folks predicting that they're going to do that again this year. They're led by running back Xavier Wishart, who averages more than 10 yards per carry and has totaled 1,100 yards already on the year with 14 touchdowns, and he's fumbled just once. So they've got an amazing backfield that's going to be able to probably put up some good stats.
He's the focus tonight, and for fans watching, again, we're broadcasting Wall. This is Wall America. This is why we love to do this, but you're going to be able to see a great running back on the other side of the ball. And 10 yards of carry. I didn't realize that. That's impressive. That's a first down every time he touches the ball.
Yeah.
And so especially, I don't care what level you're at, that's an impressive stat. And he'll be hard to contain. And we'll talk about players to watch here in a little bit, but he'd be the number one we're going to highlight.
Yeah, and they're well-rounded. They're rounded all the way. I was watching them on film this week, and they are tough. They can throw it. They can run it. And their special teams are pretty good. So they're a well-rounded football team. So Hawks are going to have to be on their game.
They're going to, that's you talk about all three phases of the game, offense, defense, and special teams. When you're excelling at all of those, that's pretty tough to beat. And a team like Wall, again, we've had some wins. We've played some tough teams. Again, we lost a lot of seniors last year. They're going to try to match them in every three phases of that. But the biggest thing, we'll highlight this throughout the game tonight, they need to make sure they play within their game. A lot of times when you're playing an opponent that's been better than you are throughout the year, you try to start pressing, and that's when you do that, mistakes start happening. So hopefully they can play a good ball game, play well and play a good opponent.
That's right. So crowd's filling in. You can see there's still plenty of space out there for the Wall folks. You can see Jim Ned brought their share of folks, and they're still filing in. So I think we're about 10 minutes away from start. So we'll take a quick break and head back and give some more highlights on the game.
Hey football fans, I'm Elizabeth Chavez, and I want to let you know why First Community Federal Credit Union has been voted Best Credit Union for the past 23 years. Our amazing staff is here to welcome you and help you find ways to save money. First Community is the #1 auto lender in the Concho Valley. We offer free checking with amazing benefits you can't beat. First Community also offers a Visa Platinum with extra low rates on purchases for the first 12 months and on balance transfers. So be smart, bank smart with First Community Federal Credit Union.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Cotton farming in the Concho Valley is risky business. Being cotton farmers themselves and coming from generations of families in the cotton industry, Susie and Daniel Wilde at Oasis Crop Insurance understand this firsthand. That's why, year in and year out, from the first seed you plant to the last boll you harvest, Oasis Crop Insurance is your risk management partner.
Oasis Crop Insurance, service from paradise.
Established in 1927, Schertz Landscape Company is as well rooted in the Texas soil as the nursery stock we grow and sell. Since the beginning, our knowledgeable landscape professionals have been here to keep your yard thriving, rain or shine. At Schertz, we believe in keeping our nursery stocked with quality products that flourish in the conditions we live in. We call the Concho Valley home, and you can trust us to have the answers for your project, big or small. When quality counts, you can depend on Schertz.
As San Angelo's only locally owned bank, Texas Bank loves West Texas, and we love football. Strong traditions like West Texas football have roots that run deep, much like Texas Bank. For over 57 years, Texas Bank has called San Angelo home while building a reputation as one of the most successful banks in Texas. See what we have to offer, and we think you will agree. While other banks have branches, Texas Bank has roots.
At Concho Bail Bonds, we have an honest, friendly, and professional staff.
Hey, welcome back to Hawks Stadium here in Wall, Texas. You've got Arlen Ponder and Coach Chad Curry. We are about ready for the start of the game. You can see the Jim Ned Indians making their entrance, waiting on our Wall Hawks to come on out. So, Coach, what are some of the Avis budget rent-a-car players to watch?
Players to watch, and we highlighted earlier, I'll talk about Jim Ned first off the start. You know, Xavier Wisenhart, if I say that correctly, I probably butchered that. Wishart, unbelievable running back. Talked about some of his stats. You know, I kind of looked to see, hey, did he have any kind of colleges look at him, things like that. If he doesn't, he will. You keep putting up those impressive numbers, you're going to get those looks at you as well, too. Braden Lewis is their top receiver, but they got a couple of them as well. They do like to slow the ball around and spread it around as well. And Tate Yardley, the senior, he's the one kind of running the show back there. And so, trust me, when you're a quarterback and you got a fantastic running back and a great receiving core, you feel pretty good about everything that kind of goes along with that to it. For the Wall Hawks, the Saints, we've said before, you know, Dominic Garcia has been a player. We missed him last week. I hope he's back tonight. You know, he's averaging 5.4 yards a rush. Gabe Haskins has got to be a player for him. He's got a 56% completion percentage. We can have one of those games where it's 65 or 70. That'll be tremendous. And get it to his big man, Jacob Richardson, there for it. Averaging 11 yards a catch. He's got 4 touchdowns on the year. We've talked about that before, expanding the pass game and helping them out. Those will be some big plays and key players to kind of focus on.
And, you know, that's a new wrinkle that they haven't had before, I don't think. You expect Wall Hawk football. You expect to flex. You expect to see pretty much like I saw last night, Navy playing Memphis. And you expect to see that. And they've added that new wrinkle of that passing game. So where, you know, Garcia drops back, or Haskins, drops back and tosses the ball. And Richardson, I think it is, that has the gap. I think he's got 2 grabs or – I'm sorry.
He's 4 touchdowns. He's 6'4".
Yeah, 6'4".
My goodness, that's a great target to have out there to go throw to.
That's the target you want. That's what's his name for Tampa Bay going down the field?
Mike Evans, I know, was out there.
Evans,
they got quite a few of them over there for Tampa Bay for it.
Yeah, so you've got that. So going to do the national anthem. We'll step away for just a second as they do the national anthem.
With over 40 years of experience, we understand that if you or a loved one needs our help, you want fast and efficient service that you can trust. That's why at Concho Bail Bonds, we are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, with easy payment plans, and we accept all major credit cards. Y habla español. At Concho Bail Bonds, it is better to know us and not need us than to need us and not know us.
Patriotic,
innovative,
dependable,
family values,
faith,
trustworthy,
ethical,
community-minded,
loyalty,
honesty,
diverse,
friendly,
committed,
punctual,
customer service.
These are the values on which we built Bug Express.
Mom, we are honored to carry on your legacy.
All right, and welcome back to Hawks Stadium here in Wall, Texas. And the captains are headed out to center field. Baseball. I watched the baseball game last night.
There you go.
Yeah,
it's playoff time right now.
Playoff time. Midfield. And we will see how it's going to end up here. Wall is going to travel next week to Breckenridge to take on the Buckaroos, I believe they still are.
Yep.
And then after that, they'll be back here, take on the Clyde. I think they're the Bulldogs.
Yep.
And after that, they're going to finish up their season. Hopefully not finish it up, but finish up district play at early. They're against the Longhorns, who fell last week to these Jim Ned Indians. Pretty handily, actually.
Yeah, that was a statement game that kind of got all of us. We knew Jim Ned was good, but when you go beat another team that's undefeated in the way that they did, didn't watch the game, don't know if there's turnovers or penalties, but we knew tonight coming in we're going to play a pretty tough team.
Yep. And the wind is coming out of the north, and it's pretty nice there.
Looks like Jim Ned's going to receive. And so Hawks will start on defense. We'll get to see this high-powered offense started off here and ready to go. As we kind of get that prepped up for it, we'll talk about keys to the game. And this will be a big thing for Wall coming in here right now. They need to play their game. This is something that we highlighted and talked about. When you're playing football, playing a good team, you don't want to press and try to do too much, so they can play mistake-free football and solid defense. That's going to be huge. The main thing for them, the key to the game to them, is be in the game in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And like I said, if we're the opposite of that and Wall's up by 3 touchdowns, we're going to be ecstatic, but kind of knowing the stats, knowing what's going on, but be in the game in the fourth quarter. And for Jim Ned, just keep doing what they're doing. They've been able to put up points on a bunch of people all year long. Some of the closer matchups have been Cisco and Eastland, who Wall has played. Those still have been 2-score games. And so long as they can do what they're doing and make sure they can efficiently move their ball on offense and defensively be able to stop the triple option, it puts them in a pretty good spot for it.
Sure does. And
we're
getting ready for tee-off.
Yeah, the Concho Bail Bonds starting the lineup here. We have the Wall depth chart. We do not have the Jim Ned. For the Wall Hawks on defense, number 79, David Thompson. Numbers 52, Justin Allen. Number 43, Kenny Russell. Number 22, Ryan Andrews. Number 23, Nathan Pepper. Number 6, Weston Sims. Number 34, Grayson Tanner. And there's kickoff. We'll finish that up as we catch this ball for it.
And he takes it about the 25. Brings it back up to about the 40. Looks like about the 37.
Yeah, I tried a little pooch kick right there. I didn't quite see the tackle, but I saw number 30, Jaden Sellers, give a good little pop right there. Which was kind of see maybe it said the Hawks are coming out fired up and ready to go. The rest of that starting lineup there for the Concho Bail Bonds is number 3, Jacob Richardson, and number 9, Caleb Valdez. And when the Hawks get back on offense, we'll turn around back to that.
Yep. And here comes number 11, Tate Yardley.
Said impressive kid, impressive numbers. I'm curious how Wall plays this. They're going to try to load the box and stop the running back. They're going to try to play just solid defense, see if we can match up with them. Taking a shot.
Taking a shot down the field. He's got him.
Oh,
and nice defense, but number 1 still catches the ball.
Braden Lewis, when we highlight a player to watch, Jacob Richard was all over it. I mean, you couldn't put that ball any better, and you couldn't make a better catch. So just a great ball to start the game.
That's right. And this will be a first down at the Hawk 27.
You know, we got some sizes here. Look at the line for Jim Ned. They got kids that are 220, 250, 265, 275, 240, 255. It's a big line. They gave that quarterback plenty of time back there. And so this will be a tough matchup for the Hawks.
This is Oasis Crop Insurance first down.
False start. There we go.
False start. There we go. That's exactly what you want to see.
Little number 60, Connor Fitzgerald there, the senior for Jim Ned. 6'4", 265. You're going to notice that when that moves.
That's right. Yeah, you can't hide that.
You know, but talking about that first play for Jim Ned, that's how confident they are in that passing game. Let's start with it. Let's give us a deep shot. You know, they know they have the run-in ability if they need to. And so opening the game up like that, it's going to make Wall, think pass first a little bit. So hopefully they can stay with their game plan early on. And
that's Jacob Richardson out there. He has 2 interceptions on the year at 6'4", so that's pretty much a statement also. We're going to go up against your best defender. Little cut around the outside, picks up about 7.
Yeah, number 5 there again, Xavier Weishart. You can get 10 yards a row when your line blocks like that. Then we're going to see it here on the instant replay for it. Big bodies moving. Wall's trying to cause piles, but there's not much push on the D-line so far. That's a lot that has to do with size.
That's right. That's a Texas Bank instant replay. And I said 7. That was 12, I believe, was the pickup.
Yeah, keeping that 10 yards to carry. They're pretty honest to it. Second and short.
2nd and 2. Number 9, Cooper Mascaro in motion. And that was number 5, Xavier Wishart.
Yeah, number 34 there for the tackle for the Hawks. There we go there, Grayson Tanner.
And they're inside the shirts red zone.
Yeah, like I said, if you see the ends for Wall Hawks, and they see those pulling linemen, we call it a spill technique. They're trying to get underneath those linemen, cause that running back to bounce. Well, he's done that. But it's got to have that overflow by the linebackers and safeties come down there and take the running back on. And right there, they're just late on it.
Yep.
It's like 1st and goal from the 10.
1st and goal from the 10. It's another Oasis Crop Insurance first down. Little stop. Not much gain there, maybe 1-2 yards.
Yeah, the linebackers are able to scrape in there and make a tackle there. D-line held up well there. Number 61 for the Wall Hawks. Logan Thomas, sophomore. One of the bigger kids for Wall, 6'2", 200.
And we have a Jim Ned player down. And we will step away for just a second. You're watching Hawk football on Concho Sports Network, brought to you by First Community Federal Credit Union.
At VGI Technology, our mission is to connect and protect our communities using innovative technologies while providing an exceptional customer experience. Everyone on our team took part in creating this mission statement, and everyone on our team is committed to stand by every word. So for your home and office internet, security, cameras, and smart technology, call on your neighbors at locally owned VGI. VGI, to connect and protect.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Andrew.
Welcome back. And it's an incomplete pass. He was looking for the flag.
All right, so a couple things on there. I can hear some other coaches talking about pass interference, and Jacob Richard jumped in front of him, but you also had 58, a lineman 12 yards downfield, so you could have had a couple flags on that for both sides to it. The third down, it's a big play. They're going to go for it, and I'd be shocked if they kick a field goal in here. Maybe we'll see what that happens. But 3rd and goal here from the 6. It's a big down for the defense.
Sure could, and it definitely could set a statement for the Hawks on their side.
Yeah, a little bit of energy.
Yardley looks to the sideline for the play.
8 seconds left on the play clock here.
They're going to have to hurry a little bit.
Coach is walking down there for Jim Ned.
5, 4, 3, and he is Jim Ned's going to take their first timeout. And
Tiffany Sellers timeout.
Tiffany Sellers timeout, and we will take one with them. You're watching Wallhawk Football on Concho Sports Network, brought to you by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Oro Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
Hey football fans, I'm Elizabeth Chavez, and I want to let you know why First Community Federal Credit Union has been voted Best Credit Union for the past 23 years. Our amazing staff is here to welcome you and help you find ways to save money. First Community is the #1 auto lender in the Concho Valley. We offer free checking with amazing benefits you can't beat. First Community also offers a Visa Platinum with extra low rates on purchases for the first 12 months and on balance transfers. So be smart, bank smart with First Community Federal Credit Union.
Welcome back to Hawk Stadium. Jim Ned completed a long pass. If you're just now joining us, completed a long pass and just kind of ran it down the field. Third down, looking to stop it here. There comes a flag.
I'm assuming that's going to be a holding coming from there when it's looking in the pile. I mean, I'm trying to think of something what it might be defensively. But like I said, if that brings Jim Ned back, that'd be good. And Hawks did a blitz there. They almost blitzed themselves out of the play. It caused the pile, which we saw on the right side, but didn't have anybody feeling where it was.
Yep, holding on the Indians. That'll back them up 5. Make it 3rd and 11.
You know, right now Jim Ned's helping the Hawks here. You know, a couple big plays, but some penalties and incomplete passes here. It's 3rd and long.
And it is 3rd and goal.
From the 16 is what it says on the board.
That's right, from the 16. So
Hawks back off of their secondary here.
Yardley looks to the sideline. Motion man, hands off to number 5 up the middle. And the Hawks hold them after about a 3 or 4 yard gain.
That was fantastic. Number 44, Dylan Gidney, a sophomore there for the Wall Hawks, took on those 2 lead blockers, caused the pile, and able to knock it back in there for it and nowhere to run.
And it looks like they're going to set up for a field goal.
So the ball's on the, what are we on here, the 11-yard line. So about a, 28-yard field goal? Dead ahead.
Into the wind.
High school kickers are always fun to watch.
They sure are.
Sneak it in there.
He looks like he may have.
Yep, there you
stuck
go.
it in there. And that puts the Indians at 3 and the Hawks 0. 8:42 left in the first quarter. You're watching Hawks football on Concho Sports Network, brought to you by First Community Federal Credit Union. And we will take a quick break and be right back here.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Best Tech also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Best Tech 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Hey, welcome back to Hawk Stadium here in Wall, Texas. I'm Arlen Ponder, and we have Coach Chad Curry up here with us. And we are just now, the Hawks put up a good stand there on about the 16-yard line. Stopped the high-powered Jim Ned offense, which is exactly what they wanted.
Yeah, that was a good stop there for the Hawks here. You know, with things set up, not here on the kickoff return, hopefully set up the offense. Fair catch. Woo, good catch.
Number 4, Nicolak. Garrison Nicolak caught that.
You know, over the shoulder, waving your hand. It's a tough one to catch there. So I'm glad he got that. Hawks set up here on the 25-yard line. Again, defense showed up. Helped a little bit of penalties. That always is nice for it. You know, besides the pass play, and we had an 11-yard run. We had a 5-yard run after that, and I think a penalty brought it back, incomplete pass. And so, again, take away the big plays for Jim Ned. Keep the Hawks defense in it.
And other than that first pass, everything else was just quick, little short plays, and then they started shooting themselves in the foot.
Hawks in a little gun here. Good read by Gabe. Good.
Gabe keeps it.
So that's a wrinkle we haven't seen. A little shotgun diamond formation there, and Gabe's reading it just like he would, under center. Read the end or with the back, whichever one they were reading for, pulled it, gotten up there, made about 6 yards.
And, we talked about it last week, how you put a new wrinkle in, and that might have been something Jim Ned hadn't looked at.
Well, and shotgun again.
Shotgun again. Completely different type of offense than they normally run. Handoff to Garcia, and he takes it up the middle for a first down.
Yeah, great run there by Dominic Garcia. Like I said, a little bit different flow. Jim Ned's backed off with 2 high safeties out of that gun look, and so it's leaving some more people in the box, allowing Dominic a chance to run.
That's an Oasis Crop Insurance first down. Set up at the 39-yard line. Now they go under center. A typical flex offense, but he's throwing, lobs it out, and it is incomplete to Richardson. Their Colt Lindsey defense on the play.
So the Hawks try to take a shot. Jim Ned showed a press coverage too, but started bailing on the snap, and so it's one of those that they kind of set themselves up in a pretty good position for it. If he would have stayed hard in there, might have get over the top to him, but it's a good play by number 3 there for Jim Ned. Like you said, Colt Lindsey.
Hawks set up again. It's a quarterback keeper. And he's got another first down.
Yeah, again, great read there by Gabe Haskins in there. Like I said, they're probably looking like they're doing a little midline, we call, freeing up the first guy past the ball. He takes the fullback. Gabe just pulls it and reads.
And that is another Oasis Crop Insurance first down.
If we'll come back to that, we'll talk about it. That's a very tough play to defend. You got to make sure you have enough bodies in the right spot for it.
And there again and there goes this diamond pistol looking, and that's another good drive by Garcia.
Yeah, about 6 yards on the carry. Except the Hawks it's impressive. They're getting some push, and they're, I'm pushed on their driving, doing what they do offensively. We shouldn't be surprised they've done this all year. We just know how good Jim Ned is.
Yeah, and it may be one of those that, this is exactly what Coach Guy wants to do. Just wear them down. Even though those guys are bigger on the defensive side, you just wear them down. Another handoff to Garcia, and he picks up another first down for the Wall Hawks. Jim Ned just looks totally off base there.
Yeah, look at the Texas instant replay. That's just a dive, and it looks like Dominic saw it himself and cut back against it. Jim Ned, for the first time, rolled their secondary. They've gotten here 3 or 4 times. They started adjusting it, and that actually kind of hurt Jim Ned by rolling out of the play and adjusting the line.
Another keeper by Garcia, and he's straight up the middle.
Blow the whistle.
Oh, come on. I never heard a whistle there.
I never did either, but I always get more worried about a kid getting banged up in that pile like that. But look at the Texas replay again. They are just blowing Jim Ned off the ball, and that's fantastic to see. A 9-yard run, building some confidence on this drive.
And taking time off the clock,
yes,
which is what you want to do. Keep that ball out of Jim Ned's hands. Another dive right up the middle for another Oasis Crop Insurance first down.
Dominic Garcia didn't play last week. He's fresh. He's ready to go. And, he's showing it. He's hitting that hole hard. Offensive line is setting up and getting bodies on bodies, and that's what you want. And so, like I said, you mentioned it earlier, keeping Jim Ned's offense off the field by controlling the ball that's one of Wall's best friends.
Gabe Haskins back, and he keeps it, and he found a hole.
He is reading that very well. I'm assuming this is midline again towards us, towards our sideline. First person down the ball, they freed him up, takes Dominique. Gabe just pulls it, gets tied up on the inside for another great run.
Incredible run. 4:50 in the first quarter. Second down and 3 from the 23.
You can hear the band starting to pick up. The crowd getting a little excited as well. This is fun. That's what you want Friday night football.
Starting to get that nip in the air.
That's right. It looks like it here. Let's see what we can do.
Let's go. Haskins up under center again. He keeps it off tackle. And he is very close to another first down.
Like I said, impressive drive here. You can see number 8, Dane Reynolds there getting excited, trying to get the crowd into it. Student section's on that end there for the Hawks.
And that's another Oasis Crop Insurance first down, and you are inside the Shirts red zone.
Fantastic drive so far. Like I said, you need to get some points. What you want out of here. At least match it up if you can, but keep moving the ball, keep taking care of it.
And they can still pick up a first down because they are at the 11-yard line.
Good cut by Dominique.
Garcia up the middle. And they seem to have found a hole right there in that A gap.
They have, and I'm going to try to highlight some of those linemen when I can, because they're making great blocks. They got bodies on the ground with Jim Ned by doing some cut blocks up front. And D tackle do not want their knees hit over and over and over again.
Nope, been there and done that. One person I saw coming up off that is number 61, Logan Thomas. He's a sophomore, and he is playing tackle there.
Like I said, young kids up front for him. Get a good
drive. And there's the whistle.
Yeah, a yard or two is what it looks like.
But here again, going right off the right.
You know, sitting up here, I'm curious, I'm assuming it's going to be an outside. We had 2 inside run plays in a row. Maybe Gabe trying to keep it. Try to get maybe back towards the center of the field, too. So if you don't get it, take the field goal, match it up.
That's right.
Or if it's close enough, you might go for it. It's a big game, a big district game. So we'll see what Coach Guy's got dialed up here.
3rd and 2 from the 3. 2:48 left in the first. Haskins under. He keeps it. And he may have been, looks like he's going to be about 1 yard short of the first down.
Yeah, a yard or half a yard short. Big decision here for Coach Guy. I bet he wants a measurement if he can. Yep, they're going to time out for measure here.
Time out to measure.
So they got to bring those chains all the way across. It's from their near official on our sideline. Hope he's got a heavy right foot to keep us towards the end zone where we can.
That's it. And, for people that don't understand, it's just a matter of, they say football's a game of inches. That could be just as simple as him putting it down on his right foot versus his left foot.
Oh, we got a great camera angle here.
Great angle.
Look at this. Big-time broadcast up here at Concho Sports Network. I love it.
And, folks, if you're just joining us, we have 2 cameras tonight. Got some extra support up here.
All right, can you tell that official down there and move a little bit for us if he can?
Just move a little bit. And looks like they're going to be short. Come on. Jeopardy music. By the nose. And he gave it to us. He is calling that a first down.
We got on the great camera angle up here from the Concho Sports, we had it by the tip of the nose.
Tip of the nose.
I don't think a thin piece of paper could have got through that. I think it was a good call.
Gene Sterator couldn't pull out his note card and see it, so it is first down and goal from the 1 yard line.
2:29 on the clock. Great drive. Punched it in there for the Hawks.
And here is definitely 4 down territory.
Oh, yeah. Curious what Jim Ned does here. They got somebody lined up over the center, but there's open A gaps, and they've shifted. Quarterback sneak.
Touchdown, that is a touchdown, Gabe Haskins.
Nice drive, Hawks.
Nice. And what was that? Was a
pretty much a quarterback sneak to the left.
Quarterback sneak to the left, but I was looking to see that was about an 80-yard drive.
Yeah, you start with the 25,
75-yard drive. Gabe Haskins taking it in. And I believe they only threw the ball once during that whole thing. Number 15, Pierce Jamison back for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. And the Wall Hawks are up 7-3 over the Jim Ned Indians with 2:16 left in the first quarter. We will take a quick break. You are watching Wall Hawk football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Cotton farming in the Concho Valley is risky business. Being cotton farmers themselves and coming from generations of families in the cotton industry, Susie and Daniel Wilde at Oasis Crop Insurance understand this firsthand. That's why, year in and year out, from the first seed you plant to the last boll you harvest, Oasis Crop Insurance is your risk management partner.
Oasis Crop Insurance. service from paradise.
Established in 1927, Schertz Landscape Companies is well rooted in the Texas soil as the nursery stock we grow and sell. Since the beginning, our knowledgeable landscape professionals have.
Welcome back to Wall, Texas, where you're watching Wall Hawk football on Concho Sports Network. If you're just joining us, the Hawks drove it down the field 75 yards and picked up their touchdown. And it's a long kick. Number 24, a little razzle-dazzle. 24 is keeping it.
Taking the reverse.
And he has a lane up there. And great tackle.
Great tackle. I'm trying to make sure I see the number. I know it's not 3 Jacob Ridge. I think it's number 8 for the Wall Hawks there. I hope I'm right on that. Dane Reynolds.
Great stop.
Fantastic. Like I said, he had 2 blockers on him. He gets off the block, goes and makes a play. You know, if he doesn't make that, there might be another big gain after that.
Yep.
Oh, number 9 there for the Wall Hawk, Caleb Valez, and we've called his name before. Thought I saw him turn around, saw the back of the jersey.
So Wishart sets up in the backfield. Motion's going to hand it off. It's coming far side, near side. And he picked up
12 yards.
12 yards.
He's keeping his average up.
Keeping his average.
You know, just a little outside zone there, handing the ball off, blockers in front, and Jim Ned does a great job just getting body on body, even on the defensive side.
And that was Wishart that ran that ball. Yardley's the quarterback.
Yep.
Dynamic duo there.
You know, Hawks keeping the 2 high safety look, which gives Jim Ned numbers in the box. We'll see if they end up tightening down, or maybe they like something.
Another quick handoff. And he rolls off about 8 yards.
Yeah, tackled by a gang of Hawks there. I'll highlight number 61 there for the Wall Hawks. Logan Thomas, a sophomore we caught early on the offensive side. Part of the pile. Number 79, too, there for the Wall Hawks. David Thompson, also in on the play.
Looked like Lewis came off the bottom of that pile for Jim Ned. Not sure what he was doing, but don't know if they lost the ball. And this is a great view from the 49-yard line. Yardley gets the ball, quick out to number 8. And he dropped it. Troy Duran dropped it there for Jim Ned.
You know, you see that they show flow to their sideline or to the right. You pretty much leave a one-on-one matchup out. You see the outside linebacker number 22 cheating in. That's all number 8 needs, and he's got an angle on him. But fortunately for the Hawks, he drops the ball there. 3rd and 2.
Texas Bank instant replay brings up 3rd and 2.
I think this will regardless be probably a 2-play series if they don't get the first down here on this play. But Hawks are tightening up on their offense here. Jim Ned showing a heavy package, double tight end.
Yardley calls for it, hands it off.
Hold on to him.
And hold on to him, and that was Wishart. Just pounding run there.
Number 43, Kenny Russell with a tackle. The impressive part here, as you see it on the replay, Jim Ned gets a body on a body, so it leaves the secondary with a one-on-one play with the running back, and that's where the Hawks got to step in there and go make that play. You know, or, again, those linebackers in line get off the ball, get off that block to help them out, too. But when it's body on body, that safety's got to come in there and save from being a home run.
And, you know, Wishart's a a senior, and he's going up against some of those kids out there. You know, Wall completely had to revamp their defense from last year. So some of those kids are a little smaller.
Yep, great cut.
Good vision by Wishart. And we have a Wall Hawk down. And we will step away. It's 2nd and 6 from the 37. 11 seconds left in the first quarter. And we will step away for a brief moment. You're watching Wall Hawk football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Been here to keep your yard thriving, rain or shine. At Schertz, we believe in keeping our nursery stocked with quality products that flourish in the conditions we live in. We call the Concho Valley home, and you can trust us to have the answers for your project, big or small. When quality counts, you can depend on Schertz.
As San Angelo's only locally owned bank, Texas Bank loves West Texas, and we love football. Strong traditions like West Texas football have roots that run deep, much like Texas Bank. For over 57 years, Texas Bank.
Welcome back to Hawk Stadium here in Wall, Texas. This is a Jim Ned Indians versus Wall Hawks. Yardley rolls out, and are they going to call that a catch?
Yeah, calling it a catch. They're right before the quarter ends.
They're calling it complete.
Yeah, we'll see during the Texas Bank instant replay. That was pretty close.
That was pretty close, and it was just a mismatch out there. There wasn't a mismatch. There wasn't anybody out there.
No, everybody covered the deep route. Nobody took the out route to it.
Yep.
Caused some pressure there by the linebacker there for the Wall Hawks, but again, made a play and made a catch, and that pressure almost made it a bad throw, but again, good play by the Jim Ned Indians to get a first down.
That's right. Hey, football fans, would you like to watch Concho Sports Network on your TV live in high definition? All you have to do is install the CSN Roku or Amazon Fire TV app. You can install them now on either device just by searching Concho Sports. We invite you to check it out to get the best viewing experience. And if you're just joining us, Wall kicked to the Jim Ned Indians, and they took it down, kicked a field goal. Wall got it back and drove it down the field, about a 7-8 minute drive, and Haskins took it in from 1 yard out, and that's where we stand. And Jim Ned is driving.
They're making plays. Hawks haven't necessarily had a negative play yet, to kind of make it a favorable down for them. And so
Oasis Crop Insurance first down. Yardley rolls out, looks, and he overthrows his receiver at the 1.
Not bad coverage there. Caleb Valez, number 9 there, picking that up on the corner route. I got a little worried there. The outside linebacker jumped inside and gave the quarterback there, Yardley there, a little bit extra space, but Yardley still stepped in and made a throw that was just a little bit wide.
And, a lot of folks don't realize how hard that is to roll out and throw.
A lot of people don't realize how hard it is to play quarterback.
Yes.
It is a tough position. Everybody's going to tell you they're open.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's going to judge where the ball lands, things like that. But it's a special athlete and special kid to play that, and so it takes a lot of discipline, a lot of work for it. And
2nd and 10 from the 23.
Busted play, looks like.
Busted play. Yardley keeps it, but he goes down.
Good pop right there. Look at number 12. I think it's Brylan White there for the Hawks. They're freshman with a good hit. Takes back instant replay. 79 holds him up. 20. That might be 23. Nathan Pepper there, the sophomore.
Jaden Sellers looked like he had a chance to get him. Slowed him up a little bit. 11:23 left in the second quarter. It's 3rd and 9 from the 22.
Yeah, looking back at it, I think that was number 25, Will Shear, another sophomore, 5'9", 160. Nice little pop there, but 3rd and long.
And Jim Ned's going to have to hurry. They've got 6 seconds left. Yardley looking, 3, 2, 1. He just gets it off, and it's a handoff. And they are stopped. Wishart is stopped.
Yeah, 4th and 4 here. I don't think they're kicked a field goal this time. I think they're going to go for it.
And that's on 4th down for the Indians. 4th and 3 from the 15, 10:43.
This is a big play here. I hope the fans kind of realize that too, get some excitement going.
And they need him. There we go. They roll over. Yardley trying to get them to jump. They're going to reset.
Hawks resetting 2.
Yardley looks. Here's the snap. It's a handoff to Wishart.
God, he's a tough runner.
And he picked it up, but not before he took a little bit of abuse there.
Yeah, Hawks gave some pounding to him. I'm not shocked on the 4th and 5 play. He's the one who's moved them down the field. When he didn't have it, that's when they slowed down. Hawks trying to hold up there. Number 43, Kennedy Russell trying to hold on. The whole gang of Hawks are trying to hold on. Number 50, it looks like Nolan Lamanak. Sorry, Mama.
And that's a first down inside the Shirts red zone from the 10-yard line.
Hawks here trying to make him earn it, if anything. Again, Get a stop here if they can.
And that's the whole thing, that, making Jim Ned earn it. Not just, nice penetration, and if he picked up anything.
Yeah, great call there by the defense coordinator there, Craig Slaughter there, sending a little pressure right up the middle through the A gap, causing a pile. And if you can get that disruption in the backfield back there, it definitely helps you out, makes everybody else kind of rally down and help make a play. But you mentioned earlier, making them earn it. They've been able to score a lot of points on a lot of people this year, easily for the most part, it looks like.
And, I believe Jim Ned played Cisco, and we took Cisco into
We took them to overtime. They beat them 28-14. We took them to overtime for it.
And man in motion. Another blown quarterback keeper. And he picked up maybe 2.
Guy number 43, Kenny Russell there, flexing the muscles. Looks like he's the one who made the hit on it. But if you're watching the ends for the Hawks, they are sacrificing themselves, taking on that lineman, trying to cause piles. That is a great, great team effort. Number 12, Brelin White there, the freshman on that end, away from us on that. And then number 55 as well.
3rd and 7 from the 7 with 8:35 left in the second.
Yeah, 55 also Eileen doing that too on this side. Big 3rd down.
Yardley calls for it. He's
Looks
rolling
the pressure.
Out.
It's there.
Oh, and it is incomplete. Incomplete pass brings up 4th down, 4th and 7 from the 7 with 8:20 left.
Yeah, I think that's number 88, Blaine Palmer there. Hit him in the hands. Already put a good ball for him.
And you can see it on the Texas Bank instant replay. Hit him in the bad spot. Hit him in the hands.
Number 34, Grayson Tanner there, just trying to push to get it done. Make sure he doesn't catch it. Big play here for the Hawks, 4th down.
You can hear the crowd getting into it.
Yeah, 4th and goal on the 7. We'll see what they dial up.
I definitely think that if you're watching, it might be one of those where Wishart gets the ball here, but who knows. And it's a rollout, and it is number 8 scoops it in. Troy Duran, it looks like.
Yeah, Troy Duran there. Like I said, this is the backup quarterback there. Great fake by there, little play action there, 4th and 8. Looks like they spun out, got open on an out route. We'll see where the safeties are for the Hawks. Eyes are inside. Yep, makes them wide open right there.
And they bid on that handoff to Wishart.
Yep.
That fake. Indians set up for extra point.
False start.
False start.
There you go.
We'll take it. Back them up.
Like I said, for the Hawks there, though, again, making them earn it, working down the field. We'll see here what happens on the extra point, but the next offensive drive for the Hawks will be a very key to the game of.
Oh, they called it on the Hawks. Called it offside on the Hawks.
I'm assuming that's encroachment. I thought that was an NFL rule, but I haven't seen the hand wave above your head call, so maybe it's a rule I don't understand.
I don't know.
Now they're going to go for 2 here.
Of course. They got it, just moved it up. What is that, the 1 yard line?
Yes, pretty much. 1.5. Again, it's easier there for the offense, but goodness, like I said, this is a great chance for the Hawks here. Keep a point off the table.
That's right.
I would load the box, and I would say number 5, Xavier Wishart, is going to get it.
Last week, TLCA tried the same thing, took the point off the board, and ended up not getting it.
There's the pound. Ball's on the ground.
Ball's on the ground, and we have it.
Save the point. There you go.
There you go.
Who was that right there? Number 55. Yeah, we mentioned it earlier for it. Number 55 for the Wall Hawks. Austin on wing. Great play. Got penetration inside.
You can see it here.
Woo! Nice rip move underneath.
And you know what? I believe that is Wishart's only his 2nd fumble of the season.
Nice.
So with 8:13 left in the 2nd quarter, the score is Jim Ned Indians 9, Wall Hawks 7. You're watching Wall Hawk football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. And we will step away for a brief moment.
As San Angelo's only locally owned bank, Texas Bank loves West Texas, and we love football. Strong traditions like West Texas football have roots that run deep, much like Texas Bank. For over 57 years, Texas Bank has called San Angelo home while building a reputation as one of the most successful banks in Texas. See what we have to offer, and we think you will agree. While other banks have branches, Texas Bank has roots.
Welcome back to Hawks Stadium here in Wall, Texas. You're watching the Wall Hawks take on the Jim Ned Indians. The score's 9-7. Indians drove the ball down and fumbled the extra point after the Hawks were offsides. Here's the kick. It's a long kick. Taken by number 1 at the 5, and he has a hole, and woo, nice tackle. Uh-oh.
Great play by number 8 there for Jim Ned there, the one who caught the touchdown, Troy Duran. We're about a player away from breaking. That's what it looks like.
That looked like it was there.
You know, the key part here, and we don't have the depth chart for the Jim Ned, but, you know, a lot of their guys, looking like on the sideline, are playing about one way for the most part. And so, again, we'll see what Wall can kind of answer back here, but that might be a story in the fourth quarter about, you know, wearing each other out one way or the other.
That's right. And whenever you go there and you just lean on those D linemen, or the same way lean on those O linemen, that's what you want to do. So, Oasis Crop Insurance first down. Quarterback keeper. And he picks up. He's pretty close to a first down. Looks like he picks up 9.
Yeah, pretty close to it. Yeah, almost there. Gabe Haskins again. We're starting off where we were last time. Little zone read. Well, like I said, I would kind of call it a midline read out of gun there. Left 77 out in space. Gabe keeps it up the middle, gets a good run. Hawks are doing what they did for our last drive and keep it moving.
You know, and Austin Ellis comes up gimping a little bit there, that safety. Handoff.
Dominic.
And he keeps driving.
It's a tough run there by Dominic Garcia, the senior. Got held up at the line, powered through for 2 yards.
Nice 2. 2nd and 8. Or I'm sorry, 1st and 10. My bad. 1st and 10 from the 33. 7:16 left in the second quarter. Scores 9-7.
And we mentioned earlier, I'm not seeing the Wishart or Yardley on the defensive side of the ball. Those guys are resting right now. There's a couple of linemen too that are resting.
Haskins taking his time. He keeps it.
Got great blocks.
Comes near side. Great blocks, great pickups.
Yeah, sealing that edge there. Haskins gets 4 on that play. But as you mentioned earlier, like I said, not many guys there on Jim Ned on the offense are here. So as you said in the first drive, if the Hawks can keep them off the field, though, that's one of their best weapons they have.
That's right. And if you're just wondering these second camera angles, we have a second camera down on the field tonight. And we are really happy to have it.
Absolutely.
Haskins sets up in the shotgun here. It's another quarterback keeper, and he comes near side, and he is picking his way through, and he picks it up to the 46-yard line.
So if you're watching the textbook instant replay here, number 77 for Jim Ned, Noah Powell, he is the man they are picking on. And Noah, I apologize for using that term for you on there, but they are freeing him up at nose, and if he chases the running back, Gabe's keeping it. If he starts chasing Gabe, they'll leave it handed off to it. They run that under center, they call it a midline, but where they're in gun, they're doing it from the shotgun there for it. So great read, great run by Gabe Haskins, but impressive there for the Hawks so far.
Haskins goes back. Hand off to Garcia. He picks up 1.
Like I said, Coach Guy, in shotgun, we're seeing a little some spread rules there. Some would call that an inside, I would view it as inside zone with kind of they block the outside to it. Pretty much blocking out with the guards, folding the tackles inside. I know a spread guy will have a better word or term for it on there. But showing some new wrinkles that we haven't seen so far. And Jim Ned, they said they've been on their heels on defensively so far.
5:10 left. 2nd and 9 from the 48. Here's a pitch, and he has room. And that is number 5.
Yeah, Ryan Quinney there. Yeah, the senior for the Hawks. First time we've seen the full triple there. Gabe here reads the dive, pulls it. There's the pitch. Blocks on the edge. Like I said, number 6 there, Weston Sims getting out and blocking. That's what you want again. This offense is a team offense. Everybody's got to do their part. Setting up 3rd and 3, though.
3rd and 3. 4:34 left in the second. Hawks come in tight. Their flex offense. Haskins keeps it, and I believe he...
Looking like from on the Jim Ned side, it's going to be a first down. They're moving the chains.
They're moving the chains, so that's another Oasis Crop Insurance first down.
Number 77, Noah Powell there with a big hit there on Gabe Haskins. But clock's running, 4:10 left here in the second quarter. Keep pushing the ball, driving the ball.
Driving the ball. And again, like they did on their first drive, taking a lot of time off the clock, keeping that Jim Ned offense on the sideline.
Yeah. And the Hawks get the ball at halftime. And
yes.
So some points would be huge getting it back, but even just working the clock is going to be huge.
It looks like a little pistol formation or whatever they call it there.
Oh, the ball's loose.
Haskins
ball.
Keeps it.
Oh,
and Jim Ned has – and Jim Ned, number 24 for Jim Ned, Sergio Hernandez coming up with that ball.
A diamond formation we've seen. Texas Bank instant replay. They're running the outside veer off of it. Haskins pulls it, just takes a pop here somewhere. Ball's a little loose. You can see it. Comes
there
out.
It is. Beautiful shot there.
You know, we're talking about keys to the game. Hawks hurting themselves. They haven't done it so far at all. Right there turns around. They really need to stand from their defense here with 3:44. Go in 9-7 versus Jim Ned, get the ball at half. You feel pretty good about that. We need to keep it where it is.
Yardley sends a man in motion. He hands off to Wishart. Wishart goes far side, and he is keeping up, and nobody is going to bring him down, and he is gone. 20, 10, 5, touchdown.
Great run by Wishart there. Tough run, physical run.
No flags on the field. Touchdown is good. 3:28, and that was 55-yard run.
Talking about that fresh legs right there. He's been sitting on the sideline for a while. Gets the ball, runs tough. Hawks are trying to make tackles and plays.
Bad angle there.
Yeah.
And just outran everybody else.
Like I said, he's got 1,100 yards for a reason.
Back live. Indians trying for the extra point. Kick is up. And it is good. And that makes the score 16-7, 3:28 left in the second quarter. We will take a quick break. You're watching Wall Hawk Football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
At Concho Bail Bonds, we have an honest, friendly, and professional staff with over 40 years of experience. We understand that if you or a loved one needs our help, you want fast and efficient service that you can trust. That's why at Concho Bail Bonds, we are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, with easy payment plans, and we accept all major credit cards. Y habla español. At Concho Bail Bonds, it is better to know us and not need us than to need us and not know us.
Welcome back to Wall, Texas. You're watching Wall Hawk Football, Concho Sports Network. This is the Wall Hawks taking on the Jim Ned Indians. The Indians just took it down 55 yards on a Xavier Wishart run to make it 16-7. Here's Pickett, takes it at the 15. He had another lane and just gets stopped up there at the 25.
Yeah, you know, so the Hawks had a great drive. They've shown the ability to move the ball on offense, but the fumble turnover, we talk about keys to the game, don't hurt yourself. Jim Ned was with great talent, great athletes. Wizard there just pretty much took the next play to the house. So with 3 minutes and 21 seconds to go, Hawks need to put a drive together, but they have 3 timeouts. Try to put something on the board. Again, they get the ball at halftime, but they're making it a good football game, just clean up those mistakes we've seen there in that last series.
And this is Oasis Crop Insurance first down, and if you're wondering how we got to 16-7, the Indians took the ball down and took a field goal, took it back in for a touchdown, took the point off the board due to Wall Hawk offsides penalty, and missed the extra point, or failed to convert. Oh my gosh. And that was number 1, Brandon Lewis, and he was sitting on the ground and intercepted it.
Yeah, fell down. They said Gabe Haskins there overthrew the receiver just a little, a pretty good bit. And the defense there was sitting there on the ground 5 yards behind, able to make a play.
And just a complete overthrow.
Like I said, Gabe's throws a beautiful ball. He's very poised in the pocket, but that's kind of been his one thing, and he throws it. He seems to sail on him, and I'm sure he knows that coaches are working on those things. And, again, it's tough playing that position.
And a new wrinkle that the Hawks didn't have before.
Big series here for the Hawks. Like I said, trying to keep it tight.
Yardley sets up, scrambles, being pressured. He decides to keep it and slides. Looks like he's going to be about a yard short of the first down. 2:59 left in the second quarter. Clock is ticking.
Little play action there and booted back around. Pressure from the outside edge, had it one-on-one, but when that linebacker is not aiming for us, that we just said the deep as the player is, you're aiming for the backside shoulder, you aim for the inside. Well, that's how that quarterback can kind of spin out there. So made himself a good running series and then was savvy enough to slide and get down.
Need to get somebody out here. Yardley calls for the snap. He sees it, and it just hits number 9 right in the shoulder pad, right in the hands.
Yeah, Cooper Mascaro there hit him in the hands. I mean, Yardley's had a couple of that. He's put it right where it needs to be, is what you want as a quarterback, accurate. But like I said, a couple drops there by his guys.
And Wall's defense has held up pretty, other than a couple of big plays.
Yeah, big plays have got him. Made him earn it besides the big plays, and that's just football.
3rd and 1 from the 32. Hawks show a little pressure.
Got him in the backfield.
And they got him in the backfield, hold on to him, and they bring him down. I don't think he picked up anything there.
No, he didn't.
That's Xavier Wishart there.
Yeah, Coach Sutter there dialing up a blitz. Kenny Russell picking it up. He still almost breaks that play there for it. Good, tough run, but 4th and 1 here. Big play for the Hawks.
Texas Bank instant replay.
Now 2 minutes left here until halftime.
Clock is rolling. 4th and 1 from the 32.
Jim Ned's probably going to work this clock down as well just in case they don't get it. They want to leave the Wall with as much time as they can.
8 seconds on the play clock. Yardley sets up. Hands off.
Golly, they're getting through, just not quite there. He is still running.
Wishart is still running, and he comes down at about the 17, 18-yard line. And there again, another 10 yards.
Yeah, number 55, Austin Halloween slides in there. They end up blocking the edge and sealing it. Hawks is falling off Wishart out there. He's a tough runner, and you can't take a kid like that up top like that. You got to go get down low on the legs and wrap up.
Oasis Crop Insurance first down from the 19-yard line. Another handoff to Wishart, right up the middle. He's got a clear hole, and he has another touchdown. With 1:02 left, the Indians go up with another long touchdown run.
Yeah, like I said, the Hawks, 2 turnovers, 2 scores.
Yep.
Hurting yourself there. And, again, you don't have the ability to rest your guys back and forth. You hop back out there, and you got a good player like that. The number 1 team in state, we probably didn't emphasize that enough, but number 1 team in state, and they're going to make plays.
They are. Kick is up, and it's good. 23-7, 1 minute left in the second quarter. We will step away. You're watching Hawk Football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Patriotic.
Innovative.
Dependable.
Family values.
Faith.
Trustworthy.
Ethical.
Community-minded.
Loyalty.
Honesty.
Diverse.
Friendly.
Committed.
Punctual.
Customer service.
These are the values on which we built Bug Express.
Mom, we are honored to carry on your legacy.
Seven, and basically 2 Hawk turnovers, a fumble and an interception have led to the last 14 points for the Indians. Otherwise, it's been a pretty decent game.
It really has. Like I said, Hawks have played well. They've hurt themselves here in their last 2 drives, and unfortunately giving up 2 big plays on their last defensive drives for it.
And who's going to take this one?
It's up.
And
yeah, I'm trying to see who popped up with
don't know who that was.
I think it's number 9, Caleb Valdez. It's hard to see the front of his jersey right there. We got 57 seconds left. There is 3 timeouts. It's you might try the first play, see if you spring something. If not, I'm sure we'll kind of get into halftime and regroup. Again, the Hawks get the ball at half.
Sure would be nice to get a 2 for here. Get the momentum going into halftime.
Yeah, just get some energy. I mean, you got a good kicker too. Get yourself down there around the 20-yard line, 15-yard line, set yourself up.
Looks like a handoff to Garcia.
Yeah, see if they can spring something right there.
Little 5-yard run.
Yeah, we'll run one more play here before halftime.
Clock is stopped. Not sure why that was stopped.
Yeah, official's waving his hand there. I think the clock manager might have called a timeout.
Courtesy of home field. And it looks like it's going to be timeout for the Indians.
Second down here.
2nd and 5 from the 30. That will be the Indians' second timeout.
Yeah, Tiffany Sellers timeout here.
And you know what? We're going to stay right here and talk about, you've got in the backfield there for the Jim Ned, you've got Xavier Wishart, who has 1,100 yards already on the year. Just running all over the place.
Yeah, I would remind fans, too, watching, not just doing this to Wall, they've done it to everybody.
Yeah.
Including Cisco and Eastland and all the teams that we kind of know have his historic name. He's done this to everybody.
And he seems to be, as the year goes on, he picks up more and more downhill running capability.
Well, I'll stress, too, just watching the kid, I haven't watched many of the games, but even the highlights, things you kind of flashed on for it. He's a strong kid.
He is.
And I can tell, kids sometimes talk about weight room, this and that. It matters in football. And that kid has shown up, and he is working for it. And it is showing for him out here on Friday night. And it's impressive to watch.
It is, and I hope Coach Guy sees that they've got a couple of – he had
play.
One person to beat. And that person brought him down, number 24.
Yeah, Sergio Hernandez there on the tackle there. But, yeah, we both saw it up here. There was one man. I thought was going to get past it. There was nobody else.
But, something I'm seeing with the Indians secondary, there's a couple of them, they're gimping around out there. And, don't know if it's injury, maybe some cramps. But they're limping a little bit. And it looks like that will take it to the house. So that will be halftime with the Jim Ned Indians 23, your Wall Hawks 7. You're watching Wall Hawk football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. We'll step away for a few minutes and come back for halftime.
At VGI Technology, our mission is to connect and protect our communities using innovative technologies while providing an exceptional customer experience. Everyone on our team took part in creating this mission statement, and everyone on our team is committed to stand by every word. So for your home and office internet, security, cameras, and smart technology, call on your neighbors at locally owned VGI. VGI, to connect and protect.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo RO Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
Hey football fans, I'm Elizabeth Chavez, and I want to let you know why First Community Federal Credit Union has been voted Best Credit Union for the past 23 years. Our amazing staff is here to welcome you and help you find ways to save money. First Community is the #1 auto lender in the Concho Valley. We offer free checking with amazing benefits you can't beat. First Community also offers a Visa Platinum with extra low rates on purchases for the first 12 months and on balance transfers. So be smart, bank smart with First Community Federal Credit Union.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Cotton farming in the Concho Valley is risky business, being cotton farmers themselves and coming from generations of families in the cotton industry. Susie and Daniel Wilde at Oasis Crop Insurance understand this firsthand. That's why, year in and year out, from the first seed you plant to the last boll you harvest, Oasis Crop Insurance is your risk management partner.
Oasis Crop Insurance, service from paradise.
Established in 1927, Schertz Landscape Company is as well rooted in the Texas soil as the nursery stock we grow and sell. Since the beginning, our knowledgeable landscape professionals have been here to keep your yard thriving, rain or shine. At Schertz, we believe in keeping our nursery stocked with quality products that flourish in the conditions we live in. We call the Concho Valley home, and you can trust us to have the answers for your project, big or small. When quality counts, you can depend on Schertz.
As San Angelo's only locally owned bank, Texas Bank loves West Texas, and we love football. Strong traditions like West Texas football have roots that run deep, much like Texas Bank. For over 57 years, Texas Bank has called San Angelo home while building a reputation as one of the most successful banks in Texas. See what we have to offer, and we think you will agree. While other banks have branches, Texas Bank has roots.
This fall, and you don't want to miss a moment. But next week we have a bonus game that features 2 teams we haven't broadcast in 2 years. That game next Friday at 7 p.m. is yet another featuring a state-ranked team as number 8 El Dorado travels to Cristobal in a 14-2A Division II matchup. These teams have gone back and forth the past several years for the district championship, and once again this will be one of the biggest games of the year in the Concho Valley. You can watch it next Friday at 7 p.m. on your TV on the Concho Sports Network Roku or Fire app, at Concho Sport or at conchosports.com, YouTube, or Facebook. And that brings us back. I'm Arlen Ponder. I'm here with Coach Chad Curry, and this is the Chad Curry Edward Jones Financial Halftime Show. So, Coach, what's the keys to the game here? What's the highlights?
You know, we talked before the game about, for the Wallhawks especially, being able to play their game, don't make mistakes, play solid defense, and kind of eliminate big plays. And for Jim Ned to be able to do what they do. Well, Jim Ned's been able to do that. They're the #1 team in state. We talked about that. We probably didn't highlight it enough before pregame, things like that to it. But, they're solid with what they do on both sides of the ball. For this size school, they have the ability to sub guys, let them rest on both sides. That's a huge advantage, especially late into games for it. And so they played extremely well. But, if you look at the Hawks, and we talked about this, they moved the ball, they did well, but 2 costly turnovers back-to-back has pretty much been the story to the first half of the game, along with the running back there, Wishart, for Jim Ned taking advantage of that.
Yeah, and Wishart on an extra point attempt conversion fumbled the ball, so that was his second fumble of the season. Promising there if you're going up against him, punishing runner, and that was just one of the things, many things. That's basically it, other than a long pass right to start the first of the game, that was it. Everything's just been small ball.
And they're during their second drive there, and they finally end up punching in there. But about 3 plays in a row, nothing really happened for him. Whether it was a bad pass or Yardley ran, which he's a talented player. You can tell him watching that too. But it's almost, I said, we have Wizard back. Let's just give him the ball. And when they did, they were able to drive and make those plays and get those first downs. And so, it's impressive. But their offensive line is impressive, size-wise and skill-wise. Yardley, I don't quite have his stat in the breakdown of him throwing, but he only had 2 complete passes that I remember, but it was only because it was 2 drops or 3 drops, even the other side to it. Yeah, 3 drops. And so he's been an accurate player for them. But, again, the Hawks, though, Dominic Garcia has been able to run the ball. Gabe Haskins been able to run the ball. They've been able to run the triple option, take advantage of those things through the first half for it. Again, those 2 costly mistakes are kind of hurt them for it.
Oh, and there's your stats up there. Jim Ned, 247 total yards to 119. And you look at some of the stats also. I don't have my stat sheet right here with Jim Ned on exactly how many points, but I believe they've put up 247 points on the year and only allowed 77. Yeah. So it's not like they're just not one to, they're doing it on all sides of the ball. They're doing offense, they're doing the defense, and they're doing special teams. But the fact that the Hawks had those 2 turnovers, those were costly. That's where you got the 14 points. Otherwise, we're right back in this game.
Yeah, the stats just went off the board there for it. Jim Ned ran for 247. That's why I heard. And it's been those 2 plays pretty much after turnovers. He's taking advantage of that. The 51 yards passing, that was a long 25, 30-yard catch off the start to it. Yeah. But the Hawks got 119 yards rushing on the ground. They've been able to move the ball. We talk about those 2 timeouts. Going through that, kind of the scoring drive into it, Jim Ned started the game in the first quarter, moved the ball down the field, had a penalty, brought them back. We were able to kick a field goal with about 8:56 in the first. But then, we talked about it too. The Wall Hawk drive, 75 yards, different people getting involved all the way down. Haskins there ends up sneaking in for a touchdown from the 1-yard line, and Jamison getting the extra point.
And a long time-consuming drive to keep the Indians off the field. It wasn't like they, scored quickly. It was a long drive, and I think that's what Coach Guy wants, is to keep those Indians off the field, because you've got Wishart and Yardley there that are, they're fresh. They're not playing both ways, and some of our kids are playing both ways. So it's a good process. Good thought.
We might have jinxed the Hawks by talking about how impressed we were with them for doing that for it. But coming back there on the next drive for Jim Ned, Yardley there gets down there in the end zone. They have a long little drive themselves. Pass from Yardley to Duran for a touchdown. Hawks there were focused on Wishart in the backfield. They're able to score, but the Hawks from there, again, we drove the field, probably 30, 40-yard drive, and then just a fumble.
A fumble, and it was a costly fumble, but it was also one of those fumbles that you see and you go, as a coach, you go, yeah, it needed to happen, because he was actually carrying the ball pretty loose, and that may make him pull it up a little tighter and carry it.
So my son and his little flag football team, and we're playing tomorrow, and he'll be excited. We'll talk about it. But we're outside throwing the football today, and we're talking about how you hold it. He's hearing that now because his daddy was a coach there for a long time. But it's important. Gabe Haskins knows that. It's just a tough play for a tough young man. And then, as again, Wishart makes a huge run down the field. Hawks come out again, decide to open the ball up or open up the game with the passing game with about 2:30 left there in that first half. Unfortunately, sells the ball high. A great catch there by the defender for Jim Ned, sitting on the ground. That's going to go on his highlight reel. I don't know what to show off on that one. But that's pretty cool on that. But it leads the Hawks to where we are. It's 23-7 here, getting into halftime. The Hawks have played well. It's just the mistakes get you. And we mentioned it before. When you play big teams, and you're a big team yourself, but when you do that and you start making those mistakes, they're going to make you hurt for it.
That's right. And how did we get here? 23-7, 23 points for the Indians. They took the ball down, kicked the extra point, make it 7-0. I'm sorry, to kick the field goal, 3-7. Then they drove down, took it in, took the points off the board because of a Wall Hawk penalty. Then they didn't convert, and we got the ball back. We're driving and fumbled, and they took it down for a long run. Nice 75-yard run.
Wonderful.
By Wishart. And then we took the ball back, overthrew him, kid sitting on the ground, intercepts it, and they take it right down the field again. So that's the way we got to 23-7. You're watching the Chad Curtis Edward Jones Financial Halftime Show. And Coach, you got some scores there?
Yeah, before we jump out of here for the Wall Hawk Band gets on there, I got some local ones, and we come back there after the Wall Hawk Band plays. We'll get some more just Texas ones overall. But, Sonora's beating Brady 14-7 right now. And again, Sonora and Brady are both two good ball games. So shocker to me, Great Creek is beating Ballinger 12-0.
Wow.
Ballinger lost their starting quarterback a couple weeks ago, in a tough game. So I know that's maybe slowing them down some as well.
And, you're talking about an injury, 24 Breckenridge up over Early 24-8, and Early was 5-0 before they met this Jim Ned Indians last week, and don't know if there was an injury or whatever, or if they were just overhyped. But this is going to play out because Breckenridge and Wall meet next week.
Yeah, like I said, and I'm curious on that, how it's all going to look. There's districts, one of the toughest districts in Texas for it, and all that. And so seeing those scores, and we mentioned earlier, maybe Early had an injury or something of that nature to it. We don't quite know where they're at, but it doesn't get even easier for Wall after Jim Ned.
No.
It's going to keep piling up that way forward. And that's the main thing here. Again, we'll talk about the second half thoughts here in a little bit for it, but the idea of just playing solid football, it's going to make sure it's going to last for the rest of the district, kind of getting out there for it. A couple of the scores here. Cincinnati was up 34-0 over Winters. Seagraves is beating IRN 14-0. El Dorado's up 13-0 over Rock Springs. That Cristobal and El Dorado will be a great game next week, so I'm excited to watch that one myself.
I'm actually going to do that with Darren Prather.
So awesome.
We're looking forward to that.
The Miles Bulldogs, my former area where I was coaching at, is beating Junction 21-0, so excited for Coach Wilhelm and the Bulldogs there. A lot of great family and great kids. Cristobal's beating Menard 34-0. And then I said Sterling City's beating Highland 46-0. And Roosevelt High is beating Reagan County 16-0.
And here's one. Brownwood is tied up with La Vega. La Vega was number 7 or number 6 in the state before meeting Stephenville last week, and they fell. And, here again, are they overhyped or what's going on? We'll see what that's going to do, but that looks like it's headed into halftime.
Well, good night, good football. Like I said, we'll take a break here and let the Hawks band get out there and play, and we'll come back and talk the second half thoughts. But a lot of football still left.
It's a lot of football. You're watching the Hawks football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
At Concho Bell Bonds, we have an honest, friendly, and professional staff with over 40 years of experience. We understand that if you or a loved one needs our help, you want fast and efficient service that you can trust. That's why at Concho Bell Bonds, we are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, with easy payment plans, and we accept all major credit cards. Y habla español. At Concho Bell Bonds, it is better to know us and not need us than to need us and not know us.
Patriotic.
Innovative.
Dependable.
Family values.
Faith.
Trustworthy.
Ethical.
Community-minded.
Loyalty.
Honesty.
Diverse.
Friendly.
Committed.
Punctual.
Customer service.
These are the values on which we built Bug Express.
Mom, we are honored to carry on your legacy.
At VGI Technology, our mission is to connect and protect our communities using innovative technologies while providing an exceptional customer experience. Everyone on our team took part in creating this mission statement, and everyone on our team is committed to stand by every word. So for your home and office internet, security, cameras, and smart technology, call on your neighbors at locally owned VGI. VGI, to connect and protect.
Angelo.
Hey football fans, I'm Elizabeth Chavez, and I want to let you know why First Community Federal Credit Union has been voted Best Credit Union for the past 23 years. Our amazing staff is here to welcome you and help you find ways to save money. First Community is the #1 auto lender in the Concho Valley. We offer free checking with amazing benefits you can't beat. First Community also offers a Visa Platinum with extra low rates on purchases for the first 12 months and on balance transfers. So be smart, bank smart with First Community Federal Credit Union.
Ladies and gentlemen, Wall Heights will proudly present the award-winning Mighty Walmart Band. Tonight we would like to perform our 2021 marching show, This Crazy Life. The band is under the field direction of drum majors Nathan Taylor and Tristan Moon. And now, with Walmart Pride, the Mean Green Marching Machine. Moses and Joshua Terry. Color guard sponsor is Kelly Coates. The marcher of the week is Jordan Cook. The Mean Green Marching Machine would like to wish the Jim Ned Band lucky contest tomorrow.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Cotton farming in the Concho Valley is risky business. Being cotton farmers themselves and coming from generations of families in the cotton industry, Susie and Daniel Wilde at Oasis Crop Insurance understand this firsthand. That's why, year in and year out, from the first seed you plant to the last boll you harvest, Oasis Crop Insurance is your risk management partner.
Oasis Crop Insurance, service from paradise.
Welcome back to Hawk Stadium here in Wall, Texas. You're watching the Wall Hawks take on the Jim Ned Indians. If you're just joining us, score's 23-3, but the Hawks are going to get the kickoff. I'm Arlen Ponder with Coach Chad Curry, and the rest of the Concho Sports Network team is here. I got an extra camera down on the field tonight, so you'll see a couple of different angles, but Coach, get us caught up here.
So, you know, it's 23-7 here, about to start the second half for Jim Ned. Drove down the very first series and ended up with a field goal. Hawks marched at 75 yards and answered with a score. You know, some good football between then. Jim Ned goes down and scores again, a pass from Yardley to Duran to make the score go 9-7. They end up missing the extra point for it. And then from there, it was a tale of just 2 turnovers for the Wall Hawks and 2 touchdowns for Jim Ned. And so that's where we are, 23-7. You know, the Hawks get the ball, though. You know, talking about halftime adjustments, things like that. Offensively, the Hawks don't need to adjust. They just need to take care of the football. You know, defensively for them, they just make sure they eliminate the big play if possible, and that's what they're trying to do. We mentioned it as the keys to the game before the game started. You're playing the #1 team in state, and you're a good ball club. Make it a ball game in the fourth quarter. If the Hawks can do that, we'll have a fun fourth quarter here on a Friday night in Wall, America.
Sure will. District 3, 3A, this is the second game of the season. Both of these teams are 1-0. Jim Ned's 6-0 on the season. Wall's 3-2. And we are here for the kickoff. It's a long, high kickoff, going to be taken by Dominique Garcia. He fumbles it, but he's managed to find a hole, and that's exactly what he needed. 30, 40. And he is taken down at the 39-yard line with a vicious hit by number 11.
Yeah, Yardley, the quarterback there, just throwing his elbow into for it. His helmet up popping off.
Not something, in my opinion, you want to see your starting quarterback on the kickoff return, but okay.
No, it takes back instant replay here. Dominic's getting held up. You know, like I said, Yardley uses that shoulder and kind of leans into it. I'm not even quite sure how his helmet popped off. It wasn't a helmet-to-helmet contact.
No, That was your Texas Bank instant replay. Hawks set up. Haskins in the backfield. Hands off again to Dominique Garcia, and that's another one right off the right tackle.
Now, guys, like I said, there's something there that you're going to see it on the call there, maybe in the back end. But number 3 there from Jim Ned, as they were tussling there for the block with number 3, Jacob Richardson, ended up grabbing a face mask and yanking him down.
Garcia has to come off. He blew a shoe there.
Oh, yeah, number 35 here we saw last week.
That would be Drake Martin.
Yeah, Drake Martin. We called his name a lot there in the TLCA game.
And he's a junior, so we're liable to see him a lot next year.
He said, luckily nobody was hurt in that play before. You ever hate that when they're grabbing face mask?
2nd and 7.
Quick pitch for the Hawks.
Jim Ned all over it. 2-yard loss.
Yeah, number 5. We haven't seen the running back playing defense. We missed him there earlier for it. But
Ryan Quinney.
Yeah, Xavier Wizard there for Jim Ned.
Number 5, Xavier Wizard.
And picking up both ways. So maybe just giving them a giving them a chance to hit a little bit.
Yeah, like I said, he might have been out there that first drive or so, but the Wall was so efficient moving the ball, we never called his name or noticed him at that time. But big third down here for the Hawks. You know, like I said, they're trying to establish some momentum here coming out of halftime.
And Drake Martin is staying in the backfield, I believe. It's going to be a pass. Haskins sees it. He's got it. He's got it to Richardson.
Good cut.
And he's going 20 or 40, sorry. It was a 20-yard pass.
Yeah, down to the 30-yard line, it looks like. You know, great throw there by Gabe Haskins, making a Wizard miss. Jacob Richardson in the middle of the field right there. And he helped to get a first down
Nice
and
reception.
more.
Got a little help downfield.
Yeah, downfield blocking. Love to see that.
And it's 6'4", you know, that's a huge target out there to
That
get.
That is.
Haskins
running the triple. There you
go. Pitches out.
Yeah, nice spin move there. They go all the way out to the end there. Dane Reynolds there for the Wall Hawks. Again, picking up about 6 yards there. And so, again, great first down, all the way past down here, and good first down play.
It's exactly what you wanted to see whenever you come out at halftime. Make those adjustments.
Look, maybe number 9, Caleb Valles there on the pitch.
2nd and 5 from the 25. Haskins back in the backfield. Garcia gets the carry.
Great run.
He picks up another Oasis Crop Insurance first down.
Yeah, just a little about dive right, just blocking down and kicking out there with the outside little up back. Dominic just slide steps and gets himself a good push.
And they are inside the Shirts red zone at the 16-yard line. 1st and 10. 9:48 left in the third quarter. Plenty of time. Haskins goes up under center. Takes the snap. Keeps it. Goes nowhere.
Yeah, that might have been one of the first reads we've seen Gabe just kind of miss on there. And I don't know if it was the handoff, and you can see him talking to Dominic Garcia there. Either we're supposed to hand it off or pitch it out. But that's first run loss we've seen for the Hawks, maybe through the whole game so far.
Yeah. 2nd and 11 from the 17. Haskins under center. Rolls out, rolls, looks, throws.
Yeah, just threw the ball down the dirt there a little bit. So set up a 3rd and 11 there. Going for Jacob Richardson on the out route at the sticks. Good coverage, too, there by the Jim Ned Indians.
Number 8 checking in.
You know, I think this is going to be two down territory here for the Hawks. Like I said here, they're going to try to get something out of it coming out in gun. We've seen a lot of that today, a lot more than we've seen in the past.
Steps back, gets a little pressure. Nice screen up the middle, but it was red, sniffed out.
Yeah, that was one of those plays there. You know, I see the offensive lineman blocking, and I don't know if he was supposed to get off and get downfield or he got caught up, but it ended up slowing down the D tackle.
Brings up 4th and 11 from the 17.
Yeah, a big play here for the Hawks.
Texas Bank instant replay. Crowd getting into it a little bit.
Yeah, we're trying to get half of that back on the play earlier for it.
Have to go all the way to the 7-yard line. Haskins rolls, looks, throws.
Hits him in the chest there. That's a tough one. Tough drop on that one for it. Yeah, number 6 there. Looks like Weston Sims there trying to make that play, and unfortunately weren't able to do it. You know, they got protection here in the back. Gabe spins out, steps up in the pocket, delivers a good ball. We talked about that today, even on both sides of the ball, that hit him in the chest has not been the best friend for receivers right now.
No. And, you know, if you're not here, the chill, there's a little bit of chill, even though I think somebody said it was about 70 degrees. It's a little 60 degrees. It's still a little bit of a chill.
Yeah, a little cold front coming in. It'll be about 45 in the morning or so, but it's starting to play into the night.
Wishart hands off to
Wizard.
Or takes it, sorry,
He's
Wizard.
got the edge back.
And he's got it, and he is going 50,
That's called
40.
That's track speed.
Oh, and nice comeback tackle. Number 30 at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, number 34 there for the Jim Ned there, or sorry, for the Wallhawks there on that tackle, Grayson Tanner. And I don't know if he was covering him all the way downfield or was blocked all the way down, but he came back and made a play. And again, you saw some great track speed there, but ended up getting bottled up. Nathan Pepper here, number 23, chasing as well.
And he sees it coming. Nice tackle.
Good tackle. Again, Hawks there. Big play. We don't want that, but we'll see what they can do.
Texas Bank instant replay. This is a Oasis Crop Insurance first down from the 30-yard line. Handoff. Ball's on the turf.
Good
Yardley,
tackle.
Good tackle.
Yeah, number 23, Nathan Pepper, sophomore there, running down the quarterback, running down Yardley. The ball bounced on the ground a little bit. It might have been a little play the Hawks needed.
Yep. 7:34 left in the third quarter.
Sorry to cut you off there.
No.
About Sergio Hernandez, the backup running back's in. I wonder if Wizard got a little bit of a pop there, if he's just getting a break on the sidelines.
I don't see over there, but he did take a pretty good hit over there.
Hawks will take it. Anytime he's off the field, that's a victory for the Hawks.
We'll take it. Yardley sets up. Hands off right up the middle.
Yeah, I gave it to Sergio on that play. Hawks stand firm in there, setting up about 3rd and 6. Wizards coming back into the play now. Yep. Jim Ned's got an injured player on the field.
And we will step away for just a moment. 6:57 left in the third. 23-7 Indians over the Hawks. You're watching Wallhawk football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Established in 1927, Schertz Landscape Company is as well rooted in the Texas soil as the nursery stock we grow and sell. Since the beginning, our knowledgeable landscape professionals have been here to keep your yard thriving, rain or shine. At Schertz, we believe in keeping our nursery stocked with quality products that flourish in the conditions we live in. We call the Concho Valley home, and you can trust us to have the answers for your project, big or small. When quality counts, you can depend on Schertz.
As San Angelo's only locally owned bank, Texas Bank loves West Texas, and we love football. Strong traditions like West Texas football have roots that run deep, much like Texas Bank. For over 57 years, Texas Bank has called San Angelo home while building a reputation as one of the most successful banks in Texas. See what we have to offer, and we think you will agree. While other banks have branches, Texas Bank has roots.
At Concho Bell Bonds, we have an honest, friendly, and professional staff with over 40 years of experience. We understand that if you or a loved one needs our help, you want fast and efficient service that you can trust. That's why at Concho Bell Bonds, we are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, with easy payment plans, and we accept all major credit cards. Y habla español. At Concho Bell Bonds, it is better to know us and not need us than to need us and not know us.
Patriotic.
Innovative.
Dependable.
Family values.
Faith.
Trustworthy.
Ethical.
Community-minded.
Loyalty.
Honesty.
Diverse.
Friendly.
Committed.
Punctual.
Customer service.
These are the values on which we built Bug Express.
Mom, we are honored to carry on your legacy.
At VGI Technology, our mission is to connect and protect our communities using innovative technologies while providing an exceptional customer experience. Everyone on our team took part in creating this mission statement, and everyone on our team is committed to stand by every word. So for your home and office internet, security, cameras, and smart technology, call on your neighbors at locally owned VGI. VGI, to connect and protect.
Angelo RO Express is an
Welcome back to Hawk Stadium here in Wall, Texas. If you're just joining us, we've had an injury, a Jim Ned Indian injury. It looks to be pretty severe. And, even the Wall Hawk player was over there trying to give him some comfort. And you just wish that those parents and that kid, that they've got him on the stretcher and everything's looking good, if you can call it good.
Yeah. He's hopping around on one leg. So
Yeah.
It looks like it's when you're the stretcher, it makes you always kind of stretch there. But he's on one leg, and then his head's up. He's moving around, and he definitely looks like he's got a leg injury there, but not a fun one by any means.
No. And whenever you start seeing everybody come running, doctors and EMTs and all of that, you know that it's a pretty severe. Good sportsmanship there. Everybody took a knee. 23-7, Indians over the Hawks. 6:57 in the third quarter. Coach, what do you got?
Like I said, we do some scores here, and I know we talked about this earlier, but right now Richland Springs is losing to Cherokee 46-30, which Richland Springs number 3 in the state. Sonora's beating Brady 22-7. Snyder's beating Monahans 28-7. Great Creek is still beating Ballinger 20-6. Looks like San Sabas beating Winters 34-6.
Yeah, and those Buckaroos from Breckenridge are up over early, 31-8.
The Brownwood and La Vegas 14-14 in the second quarter. Anson's beating number 10 Forsan 21-14. Ozona's looking good, 39-0 over Center Point.
San Saba up over Winters, 34-6.
Bront beating Robert Lee 16-8 right now at halftime. That might be the Coke County rivalry? I might have that wrong, but I'm almost positive something like that up there.
Yep. We're about to be back live, back playing some football here.
Like I said, the Hawks here, it's third and 5. Looking for a stop. They drove down the field, just couldn't punch it in. Forward. And again, we've said it earlier, the biggest thing is making it a ball game in the fourth quarter. And so we'll see what the Hawks can get here on 3rd and 5. About to blow the whistle for us to start.
Be a nice place for a stop. Maybe get the ball back. If you're just catching that other camera angle, we do have a second camera on the field tonight. Yardley puts a man in motion, calls for the ball. And he keeps it. Yardley keeps it, and he is going to.
Great play again. Number sophomore 23, Nathan Pepper. Huge play for the Hawks. They're 4th down now.
4th down. It looked like he picked up maybe a yard.
Yeah, that's 2 big plays there by the sophomore there on that. So I said 4th and 5. And we mentioned it earlier when they seem to slow down a little bit when Wizard doesn't get the ball. So I would not be shocked if he does not get the ball right now on 4th and 5.
If I was a betting man, I'd say he's going to get this ball here. Of course, we said that before. And
yeah, a little play action.
The quarterback spun out. Everybody bit.
We might see that again. Now, Hawks are going straight man the second half here. Try to help out with that passing game. Sprint out.
Yardley rolls. He's got Wizard in front of him. He has a receiver in the end zone.
Don't call it. No.
Oh, and there comes the flag.
Hard part there, and for a cornerback, if you don't turn around when that ball's in the air, they're usually going to call that. Number 34, Grayson Tanner, and good coverage. Ball's a little underthrown area to it. Receiver reacts, and Grayson doesn't turn around, and that's kind of what happens. Get a little bailout call.
Well, we say that, and nobody's really moving.
Yeah, they just called it there.
They just called it, yep. So that was pass interference.
Yeah, Texas Bank gets a replay here, and Yardley decides to take the shot. He had a first down open, but takes the shot. And great coverage again. We said that earlier for it. But right here on the end, Grayson's in great position. Ball's short, so it helps the receiver in that situation. But when Grayson kind of shields it and doesn't let him get around, or you don't turn around, they call that.
Yep.
First down here for Jim Ned.
First down from the 10. 5:46 in the third. Yardley takes the ball, gives it to Wishart. And nice tackle at the 10.
Yeah, number 61 there for the Wall Hawks. Logan Thomas, a sophomore, 6'2", 200. They're making a play. We mentioned that again. There's a lot of juniors and sophomores making plays. So this is a team that's still, I wouldn't say rebuilding now from where we were last year, but replacing a lot of kids and are learning how to play in some big moments.
And they lost 11
starters on defense.
So you get those 11. That's a positive for the Hawks, though.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Yardley back. calls for the ball, hands it off to
right there.
Wizard.
Holding.
Oh. And they take him down.
I know we all heard it in the crowd up here in the field, and no one's heard it down there in the crowd. It was a holding call, but still the Hawks are able to get a nice tackle there by number 43, Kenny Russell.
Didn't look like they got called, so.
No, that's just part of it. But when you grab it.
Not blatant, but.
You know, and I'm curious. I don't know how that works out, where the wide hat needs to be position-wise and things. It's across from him. I guess it's got to be a sideline official making that call. But third down here, big play for the Hawks.
3rd and 8 from the 8. 4:30 left in third. Man in motion. Yardley rolls this near side. He is there. And did he get in? And he did.
I thought
Touchdown.
he did too. That out route has hurt the Hawks all night. It's been open every time they've tried to throw it. But number 8, Troy Duran, on the touchdown catch there.
4:14 in the third. Indians put it up 29. We will see this extra point. You can see it in the Texas Bank instant replay. He just gets inside that pylon. I'm waiting on the snap. It's down. Kick is up. And it is good.
Yeah, he puts it through there.
So with 4:14 left in the third quarter, scores 30-7. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Wallhawk football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo Oro Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
Welcome back to Hawk Stadium. I'm Arlen Ponder with Coach Chad Curry. The Jim Ned Indians just drove it down the field and put it in for a touchdown, extra point. We're awaiting the kickoff. And it's a short, wobbly whoop.
Get up.
And he slips and falls. Holds onto the ball, brings it up to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, some Hawk fans there not quite happy about a little bit of the extracurricular there with Jim Ned. They're after it, but, you know, they call it sometimes they don't. But, you know, Hawks here, though, right now, I mean, we're down 30-7 in the third quarter. We need to drive. We need some good momentum going, keep their heads in the game, make good plays.
And the last drive stalled on a fourth down try.
Yeah, and, you know, the Hawks' mistakes have been ones that have been self-inflicted. I mean, we dropped a fourth down conversion. That might have been a touchdown walking in. When they scored, they had a fourth down penalty from the Hawks that allowed Jim Ned to keep the ball going.
Haskins in the diamond formation. He keeps it, goes right up the middle.
4 yards to carry right there. Three and a half on that one.
Number 10, Gabe Haskins on the quarterback keeper. 3-yard gain.
They come off that pile there.
And playing well. Now I'm going to highlight there number 77 for Jim Ned there. He's Noah Powell's a sophomore. 255-pound D tackle. He's been one of their better players and made a lot of plays in the middle. They've I'd say pick on him a little bit when they're running some of those midline in the middle, but he's been pretty good for them overall.
Yep. Sets up in the flex. Haskins keeps it. He pitches.
Good
nice
ball.
pitch. Downfield block.
Good
tough run, and he has a first down. That's Haskins with the first down.
Ryan Quinney there.
Oh, Ryan Quinney. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he ended up pitching that out there to Ryan Quinney, number 5. Good blocking on the edge there by the Wallhawks, blocking downfield. Good tough run.
I'm just used to saying Garcia.
You know, again, this offense is going. You're seeing all those pieces kind of work together, and again, and it has. It's been moving the ball, and they've been running. They've been able to get first downs, and
you know, and that's one of the things with the flex. It's really everybody. plays. It's not just a one-dimensional or one player. Another handoff. Garcia bruising run to the 45.
Yeah, tough run in there. Quick hitter like that. I liked it. Sitting on the Texas Bank instant replay. This is a little left side zone. Dominic cuts it back against the grain, which is what's great about that zone, and he ends up getting tough yards in there.
And that was Wishart, I believe, in there bringing him down, number 5 for Jim Ned. So they're playing both ways now.
Yeah, we're seeing them a little bit more we saw earlier.
Haskins going to go to the shotgun here. 2nd and 2 from the 45.
Yeesh. Yeah, I got blown up off the start there. And a hard part there for the offensive lineman, number 56, Landon Melton for Wall, getting hit from the start.
Looks like he only lost about 1.5 yards.
That was very favorable.
Completely.
So 3rd and 6, though, big series here.
From the 42. We'll see what Coach Guy goes with here.
Yeah, I think everything's 2-down territory. We mentioned it earlier for it, but I think they can get half of it back now. We'll see what this sets them up for 4th down.
Haskins steps back. And it's dropped on 3rd.
Yeah, underthrown on 3rd, and a little bounce pass there. Hawks are sending out the punt team.
I'm looking to see, is that number 55 out there? Gage Danaland, is that who that is? For Jim Ned, that's a big old boy.
They got quite a few of them out there.
And he was putting some pressure on Haskins.
Well, you know, say it's 30-7 in the 3rd quarter, and it's our first punt of the game.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's just the other pieces in between.
Yep. There's a wobbling side-to-side kick.
Fair caught.
And fair caught by number 24.
Yeah, Sergio there out there, Hernandez there on the fair catch to it.
Yep. Don't know if there's a little moisture getting out there on the field. There's a little humidity in the air, but saw a couple of slips.
The Hawks there moved the ball some. Again, got pinned down there. It looks like a missed block on an assignment. But again, it's can you contain a Wizard for Jim Ned? And that's been the story of the night for him.
And I think that's the story for
Texas.
Anybody playing.
Oh, my goodness. What a blocking line. That is a huge
Wizard
lane.
changed his hands, and he is off to the races. 30, 20, 10, 5. Takes it to the house for a 80-yard touchdown,
74 touchdown on that one, too. That's, again, I'll call that track speed. And he hits the extra gun and goes. For the Hawks there, they just got pinned up and walled off. You see it on the replay here. I mean, that's a huge gaping hole. Jacob Brisson's trying to run him down. Again, different level. And, again, that kid's done what he's done to everybody all year long.
All year long. Yep. Good. You couldn't see it in the replay, in your Texas Bank Instant Replay, but good ball handling. He had it in his left hand as he went up against the extra point. Is good. Just snuck in there. But he moved it from the left hand to the right as he got closer. So that, that's mature running there. You don't see that just coming from an, normal average, like you said, your kid playing, learning how to handle the ball.
That's good ball, like I said, and he's done a good job, and they've done a good job. And the Hawks got themselves a big hole here, 37-7, with 1:09 left in the 3rd quarter.
But this is what you're taking on, the number 1 team in the state, and 3A. So
the hard part is you want to play better.
Yeah.
When you play the best, you want to be playing the best, and you want to give the best effort you can. And that's kind of been the story for the Hawks. It's just the mistakes. But, again, you got a younger team versus a senior-led team like Jim Ned, and that happens. But early on in the year, when we were playing the Eastland one, we were talking about those young teams trying to accomplish those extra late wins and victories right there. Well, there's still some learning going on for them, but they're going to have to get it figured out. And for 2 reasons. One, we don't want this game to get out of hand any more than we are.
No.
Then second is, okay, you've taken on the chin here, and it's a tough district, and it doesn't mean Jim Ned's going to win every other game, but you want to make sure you still have a chance to get that district title here at the later in the year with the rest of the teams you play.
Ball's teed up. Short kick. Taken at the 22. Fair caught. And the Hawks will set up at the
right now,
Ryan Quinney.
Yeah. No, right now, Coach Guy just wants these guys move the ball, establish the offense.
Yeah.
Work on what we can work on, take care of the ball. Let's see if we can get a score out of this. Or put some points on the board, and then again, reset it on defense. Let's play good defense. Don't let them in the end zone, and keep working on getting better.
Just get. That's it. Keep getting better. Keep building. It's like building a cake.
Yep.
One layer at a time. Haskins up underneath center. Handoff. Goes right up the middle. Once they get them stopped, it seems to be they're just, a whole herd of Indians there that come up and take them down.
They are, and I'll be impressed with that too. A couple plays where, man, we saw those holes and we thought it might even break for a huge touchdown to it. Their one player is making a great tackle. Good, fundamentally sound. Again, that's number one. We've said it over and over again, but that's what they do when you're that good.
Yeah, and three aspects of the game: special teams, defense, and offense, and they're playing all three on par. Haskins back, rolls, looks, completes down the field to number 3, and he is still on his feet, and he brings it down to the 45-yard line from the 27.
Yeah, number 3, Jacob Richardson there. That's a great catch. He's a great weapon for the Hawks.
And that's a wrinkle that you haven't seen if you're, just joining into this year's football. Hawks are normally a run power team with a flex. Don't throw that much. And from what I understand, Coach, correct me if I'm wrong.
No, they don't. And I'll say, if there's a third quarter ends there, and we'll talk going into the fourth quarter here for it. We talk about it. They're not known for it. But I'll say this, I don't care whatever level you're at, but especially 3 and below, if you can throw and complete a pass in high school football, your offense can change.
Yeah.
And I've coached the 6A level all the way down to the 2A level, and having a difference maker in the quarterback position, be able to throw the ball out and receivers to catch it, that team's going to be successful for it in a lot of ways. And so, again, the young team, a lot of these kids are coming back. Unfortunately, I think Jacob Richardson is one of the few seniors here on the squad, so he'll kind of move on to the next level. But, if they can mature into it as the year goes on, it's going to help them out this year. And again, as Gabe, I believe, is only a junior. Oh, no, he's a senior too as well. And so these two guys have been throwing each other for a while. But if they start opening this up with this group and hopefully the next group, it can pay dividends. Because if they stop the run, you want to make sure you have another dimension that you can get to, whether it's the passing game and something of the nature of that.
True. Hey, football fans, would you like to watch Concho Sports Network games on your TV live in high definition? All you have to do is install the CSN Roku or Amazon Fire TV app. You can install them now on either device just by searching Concho Sports. We invite you to check it out to get the best viewing experience. And next week, just a highlight, Concho Sports Network will be in Cristoval doing the Cristoval El Dorado game, and we look forward to doing that.
Yeah, that'll be a great game. That's a good little rivalry. People didn't realize that. I mean, they're 22 miles away from each other south of San Angelo, and they've both been kind of running their districts they've been into for quite a while now, and so every time it's a big game.
2nd and 6. Garcia picks up a first down. Oasis Crop Insurance first down.
We've had a couple of these, plays here in a while, but pretty much Jim Ned's adjustment the second half was they're going to load the box and dare Wall to throw. And we've had a couple of completions, things like that, but especially in that triple option your offense, if you can get it back up the seam or something like that, one of those little slot guys, those safeties are biting hard. But they are tight in the box.
Haskins up underneath center. He keeps it, he pitches. And he is brought down after about a 5-yard loss.
Yeah, like sitting there missing some blocks there on the edge all of a sudden there for the Wall Hawks. Again, they started getting worn down here at the end of the game. Yeah, I kind of see it out there, but the tough run, tough play. That lineman doesn't want to be called out like that, and he doesn't want to see it either for his own player to get hit. But, that's a negative play for the Hawks. And we said earlier, we haven't really had too many of those tonight besides the plays that have hurt themselves. They've been able to move the ball, usually gain some yards out of it.
Haskins is going to go into shotgun. He looks it over. Oh.
Wide receiver screen. They tried it. Kind of want to see the replays. Got some kids kind of lined up in there. It looked like they, I mean, I was fooled. I thought we were heading to the left like everybody else was and coming back underneath. But try to see what kind of held them on down here. I got a little bit late on there for it.
Texas Bank instant replay, but good on Haskins to look left and then far side, come back near side to Richardson.
Well, too, that inside screen's a great play, but when they're manned up like they are and they're not intimidated by that throw, and especially deep to it, it's hard to run that little receiver screen. And so, but now it's a passing situation. I mean, Jim Ned might decide, they actually decided to back off here on a pass situation for it.
3rd and 13 from the 48. Haskins rolls, looks, pass interference downfield. And no call.
Only thing I can imagine is uncatchable because it was over his head. I know a pretty good bit, but man, when you get a receiver knocked down like that should just be a call. Right through his back.
Right through his back.
You know, but again, the ball is 7-8 yards over the receiver's head. It's hard for them to want to call that.
Yep. And the extra fans. Or I'm sorry, the extra officials here in the stands aren't.
Yeah, I'm
not wanting it.
I'm a proud Wall Hawk, but that's just fans evidently just not knowing the game or not being able to see the replay like we are.
Not being able to see the replay.
You got to have it a closer shot than that.
Here's a punt. Nice punt, fair caught. About the 14-yard line.
You know, and I got to hear some of the fans too, and it looks like some extracurricular, but Jim Ned players are they're playing whistle to whistle. And it's nothing cheap. When the play's down, whistles up, they're hopping up, but they're putting it on the wall, kids, and it's not fun when you're on that side of it. And but I think Wall's got to answer their own way. They got to be able to get some stops and get some scores to change that mentality.
And you know, as a coach, you've been their coach. You're playing the #1 team in the state, and you're rebuilding. So it's not. You know, it's not a negative that they're up on you by 30.
No, but I'll jump in on that part too. The Wall's had such a tradition. You hate to think of rebuilding in the Wall, but they really are. You know, but again, Wall usually steps in there and kind of reloads. Is kind of the comment that the Lob would like to use to it as well for it. But
ball's on the ground, and the Hawks have it.
There we go.
Ball fumbled. Another. Wasn't sure if it was a bad exchange there. The Hawks are set up. Should be about the 2, it looks like.
Well, you know, I'm looking here. See what number that is for Jim Ned. I think it's number 20. David Sullivan, a sophomore running back. His eyes were looking at that Wallhawk defender and not focused on the ball. They're trying to get us a young kid some touches.
Yep.
Well, he's going to be back on the bench probably for a little while for the game.
Probably.
So, but, you know, great chance for the Wall here. Again, get a score.
9:02 left.
Yeah, here in the fourth quarter. I mean, it's still a long shot of a game to it, but, you know, build some momentum, get some energy.
Haskins under center, and he is going to keep it and take it in. Did he get across?
And
he got across for a touch. Wallhawk touchdown. .8:57 left in the fourth quarter, and the Hawks punch one in. Looks like they're going to go for 2. Nope. Sorry. I was listening to one of the Jim Ned coaches. Kick is up, and it's right down the middle. So that puts your Wall Hawks at 14 and the Jim Ned Indians 37 with 8:57 left in the game. We will step away for a brief moment. You're watching Wallhawk football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Hey football fans, I'm Elizabeth Chavez, and I want to let you know why First Community Federal Credit Union has been voted Best Credit Union for the past 23 years. Our amazing staff is here to welcome you and help you find ways to save money. First Community is the #1 auto lender in the Concho Valley. We offer free checking with amazing benefits you can't beat. First Community also offers a Visa Platinum with extra low rates on purchases for the first 12 months and on balance transfers. So be smart, bank smart with First Community Federal Credit Union.
Welcome back to Hawks Stadium. I'm Arlen Ponder with Coach Chad Curry. If you're just joining us, the Hawks put it in for a touchdown after a Jim Ned exchange fumble. Here's the kick, and it's an onside-er. And the Hawks have it back.
Great play, love it.
Excellent play. And
I mean, that was the perfection. The little dribble by the kicker. Great lead block there by the looks like the player closest to the Hawks. Number 9, Caleb Valez. Did it go 10 yards? Yep. Good job.
Hawks
Great play.
set up on the 48. Jim Ned 48, 8:53 left in the game.
Hawks are fighting, trying to make it interesting.
And they're going to, Coach, we were talking about, who's going to come out the winner, the obvious winner, probably Jim Ned out of this district. But you're talking about a second team and a third place finish. And Garcia just gets stood up there at the line.
Yeah, that sophomore we talked about, Tyler Kyle, was there. He's making a good play again. Yeah, a lot of fans don't realize in a tie situation in districts, there's some rules that apply, especially, they all play each other here. You beat this team beats that team. So it goes down to a point situation, and usually they cap those points. Our last year there at Miles, the capped points were 21. Right now there's a 24-point differential. So if you ended the game, you'd say Jim Ned's plus 21 and Wall's minus 21.
Different wrinkle?
Yeah, I hadn't seen that yet. A little counter, almost reverse style for it. Yeah, number 2, Andrew Russell.
So it'll be third, looks like about 6.
They're about 6 to go. So as that differential sets up, how Wall scores versus other opponents and how those other opponents score versus each other, those points can matter. And so, it's 37-14, 7:45 to go. We'll see what the Hawks can do, but the closer they can get regardless of points will help them out in seeding later on if there's ties.
Well, Jim Ned crushed early 48-7 last week.
Good catch.
Little pass, incomplete.
You gonna call a catch?
Did they call it a catch? They called it a catch. All right.
Well, I don't know if we've seen the cleanest officiating game that we have before, but that's a hard.
So it's 4th and 1 from the 38.
As I used to tell kids, as frustrated as you get with officials one way or the other, don't ever talk to them. That's us coach's job. I tell them on the sideline, guys, just don't. Especially it's plays for safety, we get upset. It's kind of like life. There's some things you do your best in life, and things just happen. And you got to deal with it. So Jim Ned's got to deal with this.
And timeout, Jim Ned. I'm sorry, timeout Wall. Timeout Wall.
Looks like the play clock started getting down close. But everybody's trying to figure out what just happened.
Yeah. We always had a policy. Our head coach, he was the one that talked to the officials, and we never spoke to the officials. And, it was really tough because living in a small town, everybody. And I worked with some of those officials, and they'd come over and start talking to me, and I'd have to ignore them the whole time and tell them later that week at work, hey, it wasn't that I was ignoring you. I just wasn't allowed to talk to you. And I think that's a good policy. And the other policy that we always had was once you get in that end zone, you act like you've been there.
Yep.
And I think those are good things. And those are things that you see. That's what I like about the smaller schools, the 3A schools, the 2A schools, is you see that because you're able to coach it, and it's not the flamboyant kind of attitude.
One thing I always add to that, though, it always blows my mind. We'd always teach our kids to act that way, but goodness, those parents, they didn't quite seem to fall along that line when we're dealing with officials, especially wherever it might be, and sometimes those coaches at that time. But 4th and 1 here, I'm assuming a quarterback sneak, but Jim Ned's loaded in there. We'll see what they do. Oh, I like that.
Nice pickup, 4 yards.
Yeah, they call that little quarterback follow, is what we would call it on there to it, but allows Gabe to kind of get a little bit of space and find the area. The front line just wedges inside, get a good first down.
You can see it here on your Texas Bank Instant Replay. Nice movement. Just crushed that hole into that line.
Jim Ned's thinking it's a straight ahead move. It was actually more of an angle, wedging them all down and leaving that gap open. So that was a great call there by Coach Guy.
6:28, clock's running. 37-14.
I hear the band. Love hearing the band.
Love hearing the band. Love hearing the fans. Loving this whole environment.
There's that setup we talked about earlier.
Pass. He looks. He has. And he dropped it.
It was open, just a little underthrown, but great coverage by number 3, Jim Ned. He didn't fall for everything else.
No, but Haskins took a hit, and he's just doubled over.
Oh, he's adjusting his pads. Well, yeah, he's got a little limp there, but he wasn't adjusting his knee pad there.
Yeah, he took a pretty good shot there.
You know, great. We called that earlier. Everybody was getting tight in the box, and they're opening up a play down the field. But number 3 there, Colt Lindsey there, corner, making a play, and that was huge there for Jim Ned.
Goodness, listen to that wall band fire up, or that Jim Ned band, one of them. Here we go, Haskins. Haskins going to keep it. Huge hole, and it just closes up quick.
Still got 5 yards. Good 5 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 5. Manageable down for it. Yeah, I coached in Hearn, Texas. I don't know how many people know where Hearn is, but it's north of College Station. There's a lot of good stories, a lot of good kids, and a lot of interesting stories too as well. But they used to play the ESPN fight song, and so how they would do it, everything would stop, and you'd hear the dun-na-na, dun-na-na, and the whole band would break into that. And that was my favorite. Everywhere I went to, I tried to get the band director to do that. Please just have that little.
Just have that little snippet.
Yeah, I love that.
Haskins back. He looks, and he throws downfield. And it's just a little bit outside the reach of.
Yeah, Kenny Russell, or I think it's a little, not Kenny Russell, I'm assuming younger brother or Andrew Russell, number 2, maybe cousin on that.
So it brings up 4th and 6 from the 30. Definitely 4-down territory for the Hawks.
Yeah, he's looking for Jacob Richardson across the middle, but when Jacob finally came open, that's where Gabe just his time in his head. He's like, I got to get rid of this ball, and decided to go down the field.
And he was getting a little bit of pressure, so it was.
Yeah, that's tough. Again, it's the hardest position to play.
And here again, first year that they've gone to this much passing. Here we go. Haskins is back, shotgun.
Jacob Richardson, get a
Richardson,
first down.
nice move by Richardson.
Oh, nice.
Another nice move. And he takes it all the way down to the 17-yard line.
Great catch. Good pass by Gabe.
Oasis Crop Insurance first down inside the Shirts red zone.
You know,
Texas Bank instant replay.
Yeah, great play, great catch, great run after catch. You know, and that seems like I said, Gabe, he throws a great ball. He's got great pocket presence. And when he puts it where it needs to be, it's wonderful. The only time he ever has the issues is when it sails on him. We've seen that earlier in the year. It just sails on him. We just got to keep that head down a little bit more, hold on just a half second longer.
Haskins back, shotgun. He looks. He decides just to keep it. Nothing open. Picks up maybe 1.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if that was a little quarterback draw or not. The fullback led up inside, which I like the call. We hadn't seen that wrinkle yet at all, especially after throwing the ball.
4:38 in the fourth quarter.
I'm seeing some stats we bet here at the bottom of the screen. Dominic Garcia's 19 carries for 87 yards, so he's had a good game, here for the Hawks, and we'll see some more of those. We'll try to call them out as we do.
And you can hear that Jim Ned band. Oh, my goodness. Loud. Haskins back, steps, a little bit of pressure. He throws. It's caught.
Yeah, I don't know if we got a yard, though, out of that catch. Number 5, there, Russell on the catch to it. Great outside protection pickup. It looks like by Dominic Garcia.
Looks like he caught it, but for no gain.
Yeah, that was one of those just kind of scrambling around for it.
Yep, 3rd and 8 from the 15. This is you get this feel with that Jim Ned band over there. This is like, Oklahoma, Texas. Battle of the bands.
Yeah, Coach Guy here trying to get a call that he likes. 3rd and 8, you've done a few things, and they've shown you a few different looks. Trying to get the right one in. But, yeah, I know the band, that's the best part.
That's right. Folks, we're streaming over every Central, Lakeview, and Wall home football game this fall, and you don't want to miss a moment. But next week, we have a bonus game that features 2 teams we haven't broadcast in 2 years. That game next Friday at 7 p.m. is yet another feature. A state-ranked team as number 8 El Dorado travels to Christoval in a 14-2A Division II matchup. These teams have gone back and forth over the past several years for the district championship, and once again, this will be on one of the biggest games of the year in the Concho Valley. You can watch next Friday's game at 7 p.m. on your TV on the Concho Sports Network Roku or Fire TV app, or at conchosports.com, or on YouTube, or on Facebook. And this is amazing that we're here. The Central games, the Lakeview games, that Concho Sports Network is able to do these for these fans that might not want to come out and sit in the stands, and we appreciate every bit of y'all sitting at home.
Yeah, I have wonderful friends and connections here in San Angelo. Not the Dominique, they read that one.
Yeah, they saw that coming.
That's one of those. I'm sure they don't call it very often, but it needs to be set up a little bit longer. Eyes downfield, draw that linebacker out, then you turn and fire that to the side.
Was he getting pressure there, or is that
just
hot hand?
Just a hot hand. It's one of those. It's more of a time and play. Dominique's got to widen out there, and Gabe's got to read that linebacker. Now, again, they could have had a lineman supposed to go downfield to go block him. Maybe just didn't get it done. But
4th and 12 from the 18. 3:36 left in the game.
And Hawks are fighting here, and they've been fighting.
And they fought really the whole game. This isn't – the scoreboard's just – he looks, he throws.
Throws a prayer. Did he come up with it?
And I think
the offense.
I think that's ours.
They're calling it. Okay, blow the whistle or something. So middle official doesn't seem to know what to call. He's looking at the pile.
It's a scrum there. He's not sure who got the ball. Indians are pointing their way.
Yeah, I think the older guys coming in going, it's his ball, official. Just, these guys, the officials, like I said, they're doing their best. They're trying. This might be a younger guy because their crews are light.
And we have a down player back, so everybody's taking a knee. You know what? With 3:20 left in the game, Indians 37, Hawks 14. We're going to step away for a few minutes. You're watching Hawk Football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex, 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Cotton farming in the Concho Valley is risky business, being cotton farmers themselves and coming from generations of families in the cotton industry. Susie and Daniel Wilde at Oasis Crop Insurance understand this firsthand. That's why, year in and year out, from the first seed you plant to the last boll you harvest, Oasis Crop Insurance is your risk manager.
You're back with Wallhawk Football. Gabe Haskins went down with an injury, so number 4 steps in. First.
Yeah, they had to figure out that call, even though it was a catch by the offense. I don't know why it took so long. But number 4, Garrison Nicolak, stepping in there at quarterback right now. Like I said, Gabe's over here just kind of talking to the trainers. Hopefully he's okay. Dominic Garcia with a little push there, a little bit closer, down to the half-yard line.
2nd and 1 from the 1, 2:47, and the clock's running. Hawks have 1 timeout left. Like you said, you have to have plenty of extra quarterbacks. We're going to be running offense like this. And he takes it in for a touchdown.
Good job there. Another young man, like I said there, Garrison Nicolak. Get a touchdown there for the Hawks.
And that's a junior. So
it must be the man stepping in next year for him.
That's right. So 2:27 left in the game. Hawks put it in after some confusion on a great catch. Tie goes to the offense, as you said.
I believe that. It's baseball, so goodness.
Extra point is up, and it is
we missed it.
No good. So 37-20. We'll keep it right here. Let's see if we can get some updated scores. I would venture to guess, though, looking down here, that Gabe Haskins' night is over.
Yeah, we'll let them hopefully figure that out for him.
That's right.
Sonora's beating Brady 28-22. St. beating Winters 41-12. Seagraves and Irene 28-7.
Richland Springs got it together. Those Coyotes 62-46 over the Indians.
That's amazing. Just the fact the score that Cherokee was out, now they come back because they've done it for years.
Stifle them.
Bronx up 24-16 over Robert Lee.
And if you're hearing a cheer in the background, the cheerleaders are actually throwing out footballs, throwing out some pink footballs for Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Miles is up 35-7 over Junction. El Dorado's up 27-0 over Rock Springs.
Did you say that Breckenridge score? The Buckaroos 37, the Longhorns 14.
Oh, wow.
That's something to watch since the Hawks will be traveling to Breckenridge next weekend.
Yeah, and Hawks have actually played some good football. The mistakes have gotten them. We've seen that in some of the past games too. And so the onside kick here.
And I'm going to try something a little different. And Indians were able to get on it.
Yeah, like I said, I wasn't quite sure how we weren't all offside on that one either. But, like I said, but the Walls game, we punched down and scored there. Again, two of the scores, and the second quarter is what kind of expanded the game out, were off of turnovers and mistakes to it.
Yeah.
And again, this style of offense, we've said it before, mistakes hurt you. It's hard to come from behind and catch up to people, especially, again, versus good teams we're playing right now.
And, you take away those two Hawk turnovers, that's that they put in for 14 points.
Yeah.
You got a different ball game.
Yep. And it's one of those that we were hoping for, a good competitive fourth quarter ball game.
Yardley sets up.
Yeah,
hands off.
It's the sophomore running back, I believe, that fumbled it earlier there for Jim Ned. Number 20, Davis Sobin getting his first touch in here.
And that'll bring 2nd and 4, 2 minutes left in the game from the 47.
Hawks trying to get themselves a stop. Again, just kind of working themselves. There's not much time left. Jim Ned's probably just going to be able to run the ball. If they can run it down and take a knee, I'm sure they will. But, they're trying to get some chance for some of their younger guys to get a play too.
And play clock's down to 15, 147. You'd like to see the victory formation, but get that experience.
Yeah, I think they will to get close to a minute. Maybe off the next play, see if the Pins will get a first down or not.
And they don't pick up that first down.
No, gang of Hawks there for it. So I assume then they'll probably run it again. If they get the first, they'll kneel it for the last play. I always take the knee. That's always what we need to be doing. But I do understand some of the sentiment of, hey, we got some younger kids that had a chance to play, and you still got to stop them.
Get them to rock.
You got to get, like I said, defensively, you still got to stop no matter who's out there. That's just the way football works. Now, if you start doing double reverse passes and stuff and all the trick stuff, that's a different ballgame.
Now, 1 minute, 3rd and 2 from the 45. Jim Ned pick up 2 yards here, and he's passing.
Come on.
Oh, and it is over his head. Thank goodness. And Yardley is upset at himself. And I'm not really sure that I'm not really sure that that's classy football, but
I'm gonna say it's not. Again, you got to stop it. I understand that, but you're up 37. To 20, trying to take a shot on that 4th down there. I don't agree with it, but that's just kind of football and how it is. Yep. That's what that coach decided to do.
Yep. You're the number 1 team in the state for a reason, but here again, act like you've been there. Yeah. 4th and 2 from the 45.
Now they got to run it. Let's give the Hawks the ball.
Yep. Play clock dropping. Little handoff. And little off. And he picks up a first down, takes it down to the 35, and you would assume that that's probably the last play of the game.
Yeah, 32 seconds left. As long as they start here, they've already started it for it, so that should be it.
Yeah, should be it.
Like I said,
Hawks still getting ready for a play.
They'll let it run on down. They'll be in a good spot here. We'll do a rundown here at the end. But, the Hawks, 4th quarter, fought hard, and trying to do the best they can to kind of get back into the game.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Good sportsmanship there. Hugs, handshakes. You're fine. Oh, okay. Well, they just shut the scoreboard completely off.
We're done. We're
done. We're going home. So it's 37-20. Jim Ned Indians over the Hawks. We will step away for just a few moments and come back and give a post-game wrap-up. This is Wall Hawk Football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Management partner.
Oasis Crop Insurance, service from paradise.
Established in 1927, Schertz Landscape Companies is well rooted in the Texas soil as the nursery stock we grow and sell. Since the beginning, our knowledgeable landscape professionals have been here to keep your yard thriving, rain or shine. At Schertz, we believe in keeping our nursery stocked with quality products that flourish in the conditions we live in. We call the Concho Valley home, and you can trust us to have the answers for your project, big or small. When quality counts, you can depend on Schertz.
As San Angelo's only locally owned bank, Texas Bank loves West Texas, and we love football. Strong traditions like West Texas football have roots that run deep, much like Texas Bank. For over 57 years, Texas Bank has called San Angelo home while building a reputation as one of the most successful banks in Texas. See what we have to offer, and we think you will agree. While other banks have branches, Texas Bank has roots.
At Concho Bell Bonds, we have an honest, friendly, and professional staff with over 40 years of experience. We understand that if you or a loved one needs our help, you want fast and efficient service that you can trust. That's why at Concho Bell Bonds, we are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, with easy payment plans, and we accept all major credit cards. Y habla español. At Concho Bell Bonds, it is better to know us and not need us than to need us and not know us.
Patriotic.
Innovative.
Dependable.
Family values.
Faith.
Trustworthy.
Ethical.
Community-minded.
Loyalty.
Honesty.
Diverse.
Friendly. Committed.
Punctual.
Customer service.
These are the values on which we built Bug Express.
Mom, we are honored to carry on your legacy.
Hey, welcome back to Hawk Stadium here in Wall, Texas. I'm Arlen Ponder with Coach Chad Curry and the rest of the Concho Sports Network team. Shay Harris has been here producing for us. Sean Murtaugh and Shay and Sean Lovell running our cameras for us tonight. We appreciate that. And Moneyball Mike at home giving us some stats, some things you normally probably wouldn't see from Wall, but because Lakeview and Central had a bye, we were able to do some nice things. So Jim Ned walks away with the victory, 37-20 over the Hawks. Definitely, if you looked at the score, and you looked at the game, you're going to see a lot of difference. And I don't think the Hawks did bad at all.
No, they didn't play a bad game. We're seeing the stats on here. Just in general, their offensively, they didn't do a bad game. We should highlight that too. We had 260 yards worth of offense. They could have had some more, but those 2 turnovers are the big glaring number that we see on that side. Jim Ned didn't really open it at passing, but they didn't need to a lot of times. And when they did, they seemed to struggle. And Wizard, their running back, I don't know what his total individual stats were, but it was well over 200-something yards rushing, and an impressive night for a kid that's as talked about as or previewed before as we kind of did for the game. But Hawks overall, it's a tough game. You lost. You are what the score is. But they could have played better. Just the mistakes kind of let it get out of their hand. And again, eliminate those mistakes and you play better football, you'll be in a good spot. Oh wow, 19 carries for 311 yards and 3 touchdowns by Wizhurt. So. District MVP, I'll go ahead and call it now. I don't know if we'll see anybody else that way.
No, I don't know that we'll see. And he did show that he wasn't Superman. He did turn over the ball. It was on a second, on a 2-point conversion, but that's a turnover, and he gets in his head a little bit. So maybe he'll, you don't want to wish bad on the kid, but that might get in his head a little bit.
Yeah, I'll be curious, how the rest of the district does against him. And I think Wall's defense, again, replaced in Young, but a solid defense. And I'll be curious to see how the rest of them kind of play on out and see how they do. Because he's going to run the ball. He's going to do well. But, again, Jim Ned's going to do well. Again, number 1 team in state, 7-0, moving on to. And the biggest thing now for the Wall Hawks going forward is getting ready for the next opponent. Breckenridge is going to be a good team they got to go against.
And, just looking at the score, Breckenridge Buckaroos 37 over the Longhorns 20. Both those teams are on the horizon for Wall. And it's not going to be easy going into Breckenridge next weekend. And Dominic Haskins, Gabe Haskins. Gabe Haskins got injured there at the end. Hopefully nothing serious. And just might have been the wind knocked out of him. So get him back next week, get some folks healthy, and who knows, the season's not over for Wall by any means.
No, like I said, and district title's not over either to it. Again, it's a turnover, mistake game away from Jim Ned from giving that up too. But Wall's just got to rebound. They got to regroup. You got a veteran-led staff with Coach Guide, head coach. And so Wall's going to bounce back and get better. Number 1 thing is to improve what they can improve upon. We say the turnovers, and a costly penalty, at one time too. But the turnovers was the main area. But get better, get focused, get ready for next week.
Well, in those 2 turnovers, 14 points. As I said, it's a different ball game if you pull those 14 points off the scoreboard. Great game though. We appreciate all Hawk fans out here cheering. Stands were full. There's a bunch of kids ready to run out on the field and congratulate the Hawks on a well-fought game. Didn't come up with the win, but hey, you know what? Moral victories go a long way too. And Jim Ned had a traveling crowd. They had a huge crowd there, and want to congratulate them and wish them well and wish all their fans safe return. Their band, incredible band, got involved there at the end of the game. The Wall band got involved. A lot of good all-around sportsmanship all the way around. One serious injury. We hope he's okay from Jim Ned. But from all of us here at Concho Sports, Coach, you got anything else?
No, like I said, it's a fun night of football. Hopefully next time we'll be up here. The Walls will have a couple more wins under their belts, and we'll be watching some good games and be able to help out on our end for it.
And we'll be back the 29th of October here. We'll watch Wall take on Clyde. Next week, Wall travels to Breckenridge, to home of the Buckaroos, and hopefully come out with a W there. From all of us here at Concho Sports Network, we appreciate all of our sponsors. If we didn't get you mentioned, we apologize. There weren't many opportunities there, but we got as many of you in as we could. Appreciate it. Hope everybody has a good, safe week. And on behalf of Arlen Ponder and Coach Chad Curry, have a good week.
Hawks football on Concho Sports Network is brought to you by Thank you for watching this exclusive production of Concho Sports Network.